Oh man, Brandon, I'm telling you, like, you just take a day and just go binge some fucking Always Sunny, dog. It'll be good for you.
That was the whitest kid you know.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like one of the many times Cricket walks into their bar to do PCP. It's like, hey guys, I'm here to do PCP in the bathroom. All right, Cricket, have fun.
Oh, speaking of which, have you seen the Cricket redemption story yet?
A Cricket's Tale, you mean? The one where he like makes out
Yeah.
with the dog?
Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes,
some
I
fucked
did.
up shit.
That was like one of the last ones I watched. Yes, that was kind of wacky. Mm.
That is indeed some fucked up shit.
That entire show can be just summed up with that phrase.
Yeah, but it's fun and it's good and it makes.
I'm
me
gonna
happy.
say it.
That's the entire. I'm not gonna fucking. Oh Christ! I just
can't say it.
apparently there's a very good way to judge men in like romantic situations, which is the Danny DeVito rule.
But it's a bad rule because I would let Danny DeVito do anything to me.
That's
no.
totally
Oh.
fair.
Oh.
Things
Are
you
you
don't,
saying you wouldn't?
things you don't want to hear your girlfriend say. But
Tyler, he is like 4'9" of sexy. Can you look at his fucking face and say he's not?
I trust him. That
He's
is the
approachable.
minimum what I'll say. Yeah, he's approachable.
Sex icon Daniel DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
Danielito DeVito.
So M, this is your first time using Roll20, so
Yeah.
go back to Roll20.
Yes. Oh, I never left, but
Okay, are you on like the list of just go to like home and you'll see Candlestick Descent into Avernus. Just click on that. And then you'll see a button that says launch game and you should do that.
cool. I was already on that screen, but I had to go back to thanks to you.
Well, I didn't know where you were. Fuck off.
I said I was there.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, you're just click on the button that says launch game, and that'll bring you into the interface. Plug yourself into the matrix.
I wish color spray was a bard spell.
Ah well.
If you're gonna sit on my lap, you need to sit on my lap and not be an obnoxious bitch.
What is any of this, Tyler?
Just let it looks like you're still loading in.
There are very, very few circumstances in which saying that is okay.
Em, what are you seeing?
I feel like to a cat is one of those very few.
Black thing that I can zoom in and out of.
Oh,
What looks to be a very basic, like, chat system.
Yeah, just right click on the minus button on the top right, and you'll be able to right click to drag the map around, and you'll be able to find where we're at on the map.
Okay, that's enough. Bye-bye.
Give me a second, I'll be right there.
What are you talking about? Minus button on the top right.
There's like a zoom in, zoom out bar at the top. If you zoom
Yeah.
all the way out, it'll be easier for you to find where everybody is. Then you can
yeah,
just like
forgot.
hit the plus to like.
Geez, I'm crazy on this. This is not intuitive.
I
I
don't
want to
think it's
talk.
too bad.
I want to talk to
We
the
almost
manager,
died.
whoever made this software.
It's free.
Yeah, no, free doesn't excuse poor user friendliness, but I don't. What is any of this? You didn't explain it.
Fine, look.
It's a map. Where's my shit? What do I do? What the fuck?
Oh, you get to learn Roll20 the same way everybody rolls
she
Roll20.
She found the most important button, the ping button.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's fine. This is like an experience for everybody. How do I do this? Oh, you got it. No, you did. Yeah. We've all been there. We'll be nice. What was real fun was the first time we played when all of us were trying to learn simultaneously,
Weird.
and there were like
Totally makes
8
sense.
of
I
us.
don't know how you do it better. I think you just like to criticize UIs, but
No, I would definitely have made this UI different.
I'm sure you would have.
How on earth am I supposed to know that thing that looks like a folded up newspaper's character sheets?
Anyway,
It's handouts.
It's
Oh, it's folded up newspaper. I expect like alerts if somebody were to like ping an alert to everybody. I expect it to end up there, but that's not what that is.
Well,
anyway.
it's like newspapers, like hands out. We're newsies.
I learned this in like 15 minutes, so like whatever. Anyway,
I'm going to complain.
I know you
Right.
will. That is what you do best.
Yes,
We have a very healthy relationship. I swear we're not fighting.
I like
I-
complaining.
I'm pro M on this one.
Nah,
I
well,
won't believe that you're not fighting until she calls you a bitch again.
I saw Tyler a bitch baby because
Yeah.
he is.
Anyway,
And I get to be a bitch baby on my own terms, like all day yesterday
it's true.
and most of the day today.
Yes, yeah, no. If you have a bad day, it ends up carrying over to the rest of the day. Anyway, so Josh, where were we, my dude?
So the
You
last
almost
time
died last week.
you did almost die last week, as is becoming a theme at this point. So last time that we were here, our friends entered the catacombs under the Van Themfer Villa in search of the people in charge, aka Duke the Lamra Van Thamper, who you pretty thoroughly trounce pretty easily. The demons even probably gave you a little more trouble than, or they were devils, they weren't demons, but
Very important
gave you a
distinction.
little more, gave you a little more trouble than she did, and you've chosen to take her captive alive. So she is still currently here. If you'd like to ask her questions, Rhea has pointed out that we still haven't found Thavius Krieg, the leader of Elturel, who is supposedly in this area somewhere. And that's a reason why she's here, is to find Thavius, because she's looking for answers for what happened to Elturel.
Well then, shit. So, hey, lady, you know where this Thavius guy is? The word is that you got him held up somewhere here.
She says, that simpleton? Yes, he's locked in the vault down the hall.
All right, cool.
Or was it the dungeon? I can't remember. It's one of those two areas.
Those are two very different areas.
She just kind of looks and she's like, "Well, I can't keep up with where the rabble end up at."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. You'll just lead the way.
You're real charming, Toots. Anyway, let's head down the hall and see if we can find this guy. You wanna keep an eye on her, or do you wanna just like lock her up somewhere?
I say she goes first. That way, if we have any traps, she can spring them.
Okay. So you want her to lead you?
Yeah, I mean, we'll kind of push her along. It's not like but it's gonna be
Like you're
Yeah.
grabbing the back of her shirt.
yeah, basically like.
Yeah, I mean, she's tied up.
We're gonna meat shield her.
Yeah,
That's
she's
solid.
tied up. So like, she's not going anywhere, and she's almost dead. So she's gonna step out into the hallway and start going this way. Back down
That's
the
the way
hall.
we came. Why are we going that way, lady? Why are we
She
going
says-
that way?
The dungeon is this way.
So, if you're clicking and holding, that pings. If you just like click and drag, it'll bring you a different place.
I know.
Okay.
I am messing with it.
Okay. All right. So she's gonna bring us.
Wait, so was there any
Bam.
paths that we didn't explore?
Yeah, there was like that whole bit down to the left.
Okay, I was just making sure she was actually leading it, like, because I was like, I don't see much, but okay, I do see.
There
little
are a
bit.
couple rooms that we didn't enter last time we were here.
Yeah, so last time you were here, you went, I can tell you actually. So you came out this way, right? And then you went up this way and came this
Yeah.
way and went straight to the door.
Got it.
Gotcha.
So like you've seen down this hallway and that you stood here at some point.
Okay.
You haven't
Okay.
seen like what's over here, what's down here.
And also, guards came from over this way.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. Let's follow old lady down yonder.
Drag Rhea with you. Walker, I'm gonna bring you with us.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
It's okay.
I'm walking.
The Gouda has overtaken his senses.
Yeah, Rhea's just gonna kind of glue herself to the Lamra here. Let's see here. And as you hit the bottom of this corner here, you can see there's a door. And she walks up to the door, and she says, "These are the prison cells. Beyond is where we keep the prisoners. I can't remember if he's here or still groveling in the in the other room." No, don't do that. Okay. And so, what would you like to do?
Well,
I'm
that's
standing at a closed door here.
right. Well, that's the prison cells. What's up this way over here? Kaja points to the open hallway that we're next to, going north.
Yeah, she says that leads back around to the it's not a vault, but what is it? One second. What's this room actually called? Oh, it is a vault. She says that leads back to the vault.
Huh. Okay, vault. Got it. Well, let's get the important stuff, and we can check that out later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and go into the prison cell.
Cool. So you open the door, and as you do, she's going to take a step backwards here. And inside, you see, you see in the middle of the room is what appears to be some kind of devil with two people in cages.
I'm not even gonna ask questions. I hit him.
Yeah, and she kind of screams, "Get them!" So if you would, please roll me initiative.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm done bartering.
Okay, sick. Yeah, good idea.
Oh shit! I forgot. I gotta.
I'm gonna let me
I'll
clear
read
it.
Yeah,
I need
clear
to.
the old order.
Oh, mine stays the same.
Yeah.
So, what you do here is you open up your character sheet like I showed you. Make sure that Bebop is selected on the map with the little blue outline and everything. And then, in your character sheet, you just click the word initiative and it rolls it for you.
Okay, I'm gonna edit mine since
You've got plenty of time. I have to find the handout for this guy.
Poopy garbage.
That's fine.
Just roll a 5. Why the fuck not? You know, I don't need to hit anyone ever.
Let's see here. It's just one guy, honestly. What? I don't want dragons. What do you? Winged creatures? Is he under here? No.
Show me dragon.
Can I find his
Da
sheet
da
this
da
way?
da 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 da. It just keeps going. I hate it.
How do I roll initiative for these idiots again? I thought there was an initiative button on these usually.
There usually is.
There should be.
Yeah, there definitely should be.
I'm not seeing one, but I can very easily go /RD20.
Yep.
Plus this. Alright, well, I got bad news.
Yeah, well, Walker goes first. It's fine.
I don't know if y'all have playlist for this, but
We don't have a dedicated.
No, I do not.
No, we don't have a dedicated playlist. I've mostly just been like playing random shit. Favoring
Okay.
the
some random shit.
So Walker, you are first.
And you might want to lower the volume on the song and dance spot.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Bro, trust me. If it's too loud, I will have done this by myself.
Please shrink. Thank you.
You good, Josh? You having fun there, bud?
Okay.
No, I'm not. I hate
Okay.
text boxes. There it goes. Okay, that's fine. Get out of here.
I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna smash it.
Hulk smash. Yep, that hits.
And
Right,
then
that's bonus.
I'm really was Rhea already up on him when initiative started, or no? Is he engaged?
Yes. Yeah, she stepped in the door, so she's right there. Oh, I need to add Rhea, actually, now that I think about it.
So
That might
there's
help.
the sneak damage then. So 20 damage total. And then I
One of these.
you know, I'm not gonna leave his area. I'm just gonna kind of move around to make room.
Okay.
And then I'm
give
gonna
me-
yell. Then I'm gonna yell back and say, "Somebody make sure you subdue the old bitch."
I'm on it.
Oh, she also got an 18.
Higher dex wins.
Yeah.
For what? I
For
wasn't
her.
moving.
initiative.
No,
I was
no,
just moving
no.
around her.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
initiative.
We're at.
I thought
Yeah.
that was an opportunity attack. I was like, no, fuck that, no.
No, it's not opportunity attack. Okay, next up is the devil. So he will make an attack at you with his beard here.
Be nice.
Check it out. I just got it trimmed.
I'm
Hey.
guessing a 8 misses.
I do like that. Yes, it does.
Alright, now he's going to attack you with his glaive. What about
that
19?
one does that barely,
Barely? Okay.
and by barely I mean like 4 points higher. But
Glaven.
He's going to deal 8 slashing damage.
okay,
And then I need you to make a con saving throw.
6, 7, 8. Did it take that? No. Why didn't it roll? There it is. Hey.
You're fine.
Perfect.
That's. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Next up is gonna be Rhea. Rhea is gonna make her attack here. Yeah, I think she's just gonna two-hand this longsword at him.
God, this music is so fucking crunchy.
So good. The absolute best part is that they kept the like the gong in the background, like the kang kang in the back. I was so scared they were gonna get rid of that from the original, but they kept it.
How much damage did you do on your turn, by the way, Walker?
20.
20. And then that's minus another 10. So she gets a good hit in. And then she's gonna do the same thing you did and just circle around him. Next up is Kaja.
I'm gonna use my turn to hog tie the Duke here with some
Well,
of
she's
my.
already tied up.
She
She's
is
just-
already tied up. Okay.
Yeah, like her arms are tied behind her back. I mean, I guess she could run, but she's at 1 health. I don't think she's getting very far. She can barely walk.
So I'm trusting you here whenever I leave her vicinity. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trusting you here. Yeah, we're
She's
gonna.
being the most misleading piece of shit ever. Oh yeah, she's fine. Like, yeah.
And then she books it down the hallway.
Anyway.
If you have 1 health left and you can run full speed down a hallway, I commend you.
Yeah, remember, you did non-lethal damage last time, so I imagine that she's essentially downed,
Yeah.
but just has enough health to function and not die.
We're gonna keep it simple here and just warhammer this fella. 17
Yeah,
to
that
hit.
hits.
And boom, 12 bludgeoning, smack on his knees.
Yeah, you hit him really hard, do a good chunk of damage, and he's looking
Great-
really beat up now.
Great narrative, Josh.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I
You
know,
like,
dude.
You're just
I'm
wailing on this
fucking-
dude. Like, there's just not...
Fucking with
he
you,
had-
dude.
You hit hard.
You open the door, he saw his boss, and she was like, hey, get them. And then he got jumped by like 5 different people. So like,
It's like this fucking rabid 3-foot tall red thing just starts hitting you with a hammer.
yeah. All right,
She's just
Bebop.
foaming at the mouth.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
spaced out for a second. So I'm gonna aim my revolver at the devil that's in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and I am gonna like just straight down the sights get him. So
Yeah.
Click on it on your character sheet, it'll roll the attack for you.
yeah,
And 11 probably doesn't hit.
yeah,
Yeah,
it probably
just-
doesn't.
barely misses.
If you ever do hit, you can click on the name of the attack in the chat log, and it'll roll the damage for you automatically. It's pretty tight.
All right. Anything else?
I believe that's my only action, so we're gonna chill out for the next one.
Sick. You can sit there and look at Miss Lamro. All right, Walker.
I hits again.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall boys. Marshall boys.
Oh, you do have advantage here, right? Because it's super flanked.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, that
you
one
love
did.
to see it.
Yeah.
So that's 13
How would you like it to die?
with more sneak damage. So that's 20.
How would you like it to die? Viciously.
You hit it and it explodes?
Baldur's Gate style, baby.
Yeah. I run up. What do I have? I have a short sword. I run up and I like slice open the tummy, and the guts fall out.
You, you gently, like, and carefully give him a trim with his many snakes in his beard.
I imagine it's kind of like the whole, like, samurai warrior fight. You, like, walk up and slice him and step past him, and all of a sudden, like, his beard kind of, like, falls off, and then, like, his guts open up.
You
He
take
just kind of, like, slumps over.
You unsheath your sword by like an inch and then put it back in, as if you never took it out, and then
Yep. Alright, good job. He's
Tits.
super dead. And
Okay.
you see Van Thamper back here just kind of fall on her butt and just like morbid. Like obviously this was her backup plan and she's just kind of mentally worn now. She just doesn't have any concept of what to do anymore.
Yeah, we have a pretty big deal, huh?
And so in these bars, you see there are two people, one to the north and one to your west there. And the one to the north looks and says, "Oh, by the gods, I'm so glad that somebody is here. Please tell me you've taken that witch hostage."
Yeah, we got her back behind the door. Don't worry, she ain't going nowhere.
Good, good. Well, if you would be so kind as to help me out, I have unfinished business here.
Yeah. Which one of you is Thavius?
And he just kind of looks at you confused. Thavius? I'm not sure. And the other guy's like, "Oh, please, you have to get me out of here. I'm so worried. I've been gone for weeks, and my family is missing me. So I'm sure."
Hey, Rhea, we found your guy. Well, so that was the guy on the bottom left that was saying that?
He has not said what his name is yet.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
names, boys. What's your names?
The guy to the north looks at you and says, "I am Phalistar Fisk. I am here on a diplomatic mission. I am looking for an item." And the guy in the left says, "My name's Satir Theon Hoon. I'm a family, or I'm part of a noble family, and I've been kidnapped by this person for some kind of political gain. I know not why."
Okay,
I'm gonna insight check that shit. Does he know why?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows something, but he doesn't. It doesn't appear that like when he says that he doesn't know why he's here. He kind of genuinely means it.
so,
Okay.
like, talk to me here. You've been here for a couple weeks. You, like, seen a guy named Thavius or heard anything about him? The old crone back there says that he's holed up somewhere around here.
Phalister says, there was some commotion a few weeks past. Some new person was brought here. Apparently it was some big to-do. I'm not sure where they've set him up at."
So not here, got it. Well, hey, I guess we could, Rhea, any of these guys mean anything to you?
Rhea looks around and goes, "No, all I see are two normal gentlemen. But I would like to hurry and find Krieg.
All right.
And Fallister kind of speaks up and goes, "If you will, a moment, gentlemen and lady.
Yeah, thank you.
I am in search of an item held here by somebody, and it may be of best interest for you as well if we were to find it."
Well,
the
what
item?
is it?
A puzzle box of sorts. It contains some documentation that my employers would find interesting.
I'm gonna need more to go on that. If you're trying to get us the side quest in this dungeon and we're already looking a little rough, I'm gonna need more to go on than that.
He says, I honestly don't know much about it myself. I was told it was an item of import and that it probably has some kind of magical properties, but outside of that, I know even less than you do at this point.
We'll keep it in mind.
Who's paying you?
Some scholars from the city of Candlekeep.
Love Candlekeep. Out of character, but I love Candlekeep. Yay. All right, let's turn these fools loose, I guess. I don't think there's much in the ways of devils left in the place, so you guys should be pretty safe. Kaja's just
So
gonna...
we need you to speak out against the old lady. We may need you to back up our story to become topside. But other than that, we're free to go.
So, Kaja, are you gonna just swipe the keys from the bearded devil then?
Oh, she was just gonna break the door with a hammer, but I guess that
Oh,
wouldn't-
okay, that's fine, yeah. So, Satir kind of like scrambles into the back of his cage as he notices what you're doing. You just smash the door in.
Tick,
He
tick.
goes, "Yes, thank you. I will go to the guard immediately and let them know what has become of us. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
my
anytime,
family
buddy.
will not soon forget it."
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
going.
Anytime, buddy.
Scurry on down the hallway and out of here. Fallister, after you break him out, is going to step forward and say, "Would you mind if I join you if you plan to keep searching this place? I very much need to find this artifact."
Well, as long as you don't need us to, like, keep you safe and nothing, we already got our hands full with old lady over there.
He says, "Perfect." And as he steps out into the hallway, Thalamra looks at him and goes, "So you've sided with this spy, then?
Well,
I did not realize that you were all from the same slop."
well, I mean,
And to be fair, he didn't try to kill us. So...
yeah. Which one of y'all is this summon demons, lady?
She said, "I didn't summon anything.
Yeah. You keep on
Those
talking
were-
about that, but
Those were gifted to me."
Oh, so it was a gift. That not really changed
makes
things.
it better.
yeah. No,
makes
officer, I didn't stab the man. The knife was a gift.
She said they were a gift from my lord.
Yeah, you should get a better one.
Yeah, ain't you like the boss of the whole city? Who the hell's your lord? Unless it's like a demon lord or a devil lord or whatever the hell the difference is.
Tap side of nose.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, just don't fall out or we're gonna break your kneecaps or whatever. You know how it is.
You know, decapitation.
Yeah.
She says fine and starts trudging up the hallway here. Ray is like glued to her. Let's see here.
Far as I'm concerned, like, you already gave us bad directions once, so you on thin ice, old lady.
Callister says, "Well, if she hadn't, you wouldn't have found me, so..."
Yeah, I guess
thank
that's
her.
okay.
And kind of like smugly
that's
smiles.
That's like good
Verdict's
for
still
you,
out.
but like it didn't really do anything for us now, did it?
Just gonna reveal more of the hallway here. I should have probably zoomed out before I tried to do all this. That would have made this a lot easier.
It
There we
did
go.
like that.
Alright.
That's a big hallway.
Oh,
Yeah, so as you travel down this hallway here, she brings you... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Make the map smaller, Josh. She
Okay, I'm
brings you
gonna
to
start
this...
doing the thing because I don't. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, Fallister is like stuck to her now. He's like, "Don't worry, I will keep a hand on her."
I don't trust you like terribly much more than her. Like, You were in jail here, but I also don't know who you are.
So she brings you to this door. And yeah, Fallister's gonna look at you and respond and be like, that's completely fair. I will try to be as open and honest as I can be. They bring you to this door, and she says, this is the vault, and she goes, there is a key, and she kind of looks down at the front of her dress, and, like, looks at her hands. He's like, alright, cool. Katja just jumps up and, like, shoves her arm down, and then she's like, why, I never...
I'm gonna take a listen / look see. If there's like a keyhole, I'll peek. If not, I'll try to like listen at the door. But we ain't falling for your gobbledygook no more.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Give me a perception check.
I'm talking about her gobbledygook, not your gobbledygook.
Yeah, I got the best gobbledygook in town. Don't you forget it.
Come on.
So, like, did I straight up just, like, reach down her dress and, like, just tangle around for a fucking key? Because the
way I see it is, like, you jump up and, like, grab the front of her dress and just, like, shove your arm, like, elbow deep, and you're, like, got your, like, tongue up the side of your mouth and your eyes are squinted, like, rummaging around.
Oh, and I'd have to be, like, fucking holding onto her shoulders.
Yeah, she's like,
assaulted her.
Yeah, why I never...
Well, I don't hear things so well.
Yeah, you don't really hear anything. The doors are thick.
Alright, so next option. Go ahead and unlock the door, and I'm gonna sneaky sneak.
Gotcha. Yeah, Kaja will unlock the door and open it.
Alright, and I'm going to stealthily take a look-see.
Give me just 1 second. Creatures... Is this where this asshole was this whole time?
Well, I don't like when you say that.
No, the stupid
Probably an empty room.
organization thing on the side is not good. So, like, trying to find character sheets when I need to is, like, pretty miserable. Let's see here. What's your name again?
Tyler.
No.
Right there.
This one. Alright.
SpongeBob.
So, you... Oh, I should probably roll for that, huh? It's gonna be, what? Is that wisdom?
You would be, like, the worst in-person DM. Because I'm just, like... I'm just thinking of this whole situation.
He's got, like, the Charlie...
Yeah.
He's got like, the Charlie board of notes behind him with, like, the pen.
Yeah!
Well, to be fair, if I was in person, I would probably be better off because I would have written all this down already.
Get a journal like I did, man. That saved me.
I have one somewhere. I lost it.
The magic of a journal is you'll write everything down, and then you'll never be able to find the thing you wanted to see in the journal.
Yeah, do you remember how the first dungeon was super well organized?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I journaled it all. I didn't journal this one. So, as you peek in the door, you see a man staring at a wall, and let me just go ahead and read this to you. Wrought iron candlesticks topped with flickering candles light this room, which is heated by a cast iron stove with clawed... Oh, wait, this is the wrong room. Heck. It's this one! The room contains...
We all hallucinate one room for like a split second.
Oh, it was weird. The room contains 4 wooden tables and 2 small wooden coffers atop each one. Hanging on the wall opposite the door is a beautiful golden shield. Standing in front of the shield is an old man in plain garments, carrying a lit candlestick. As he turns to face the door, you see his shadow on the far wall doesn't match his form, but appears to be the shadow of a pudgy, horned fiend with small wings. So as you open the door, and you're taking a peek, and you see all this, the door creaks, and he goes, "Huh? Who's there?" And recognizing the voice, Rhea is gonna burst through the door and go, "My Lord Thavius! Finally, we found you!"
Alright, cool. Mission accomplished.
I don't like this.
Neither do I, but I mean... I don't know, man. I don't know how this dude does his work, but, like, look at the shield on the back. Like, ooh, that thing's, like, real shiny.
Yeah, look at the shadow at the thing.
He says, "Oh, my sweet. Oh, you must be one of our Hell Riders. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. This awful woman has been holding me captive here for far too long."
Excuse me. Did you say Hell Riders?
Uh, Rhea turns and goes, "Yes, it's a long story. That's the affectionate name given to the warriors of El Terrell."
Kinda, ain't you guys like all holy and such? It's kind of like
Yeah, that
inappropriate,
seems
isn't it?
suspicious.
I thought you
Yeah.
guys would have been like the Lightbringers or the Angel people or whatever.
She looks at you and she goes, "I can explain later. It's much less interesting than that."
I mean, like, we ain't got nowhere to go, really. We found your guy. You could explain it to us if you want.
Fabius looks at you and goes, "Are you kidding? I've been stuck down here for weeks. She's tormented me, and you say we don't have anywhere to go?"
Well, I mean, like...
times. In comparison, a couple minutes to explain yourself is nothing compared to the week that you would have been here without us. So
Yeah.
Water and snacks. We can get you some water and snacks, but we got some time to talk.
I got some rations in my bag and everything, and look,
give me a perception check.
Okie doke.
And like, all I'm saying here is that we were contracted to like investigate the place and see what was going on. So the more we know, the better we can do our own damn job.
To do this.
It's basically the same thing as rolling an attack.
It's because I popped it out. Yeah, it's because I popped it out in a different menu.
Ah.
Yeah, I feel okay. So you notice at the mention of snacks and waters that he doesn't respond at all. And the more you look at him, the more you can tell that he has been very well fed and taken care of, compared to somebody such as Fallister, who is looking a little thin and worse for wear.
So Bebop is going to dramatically look between the two of them and go, "How long have you been here?"
He says, "Oh, several weeks. I've been trapped."
I'm gonna throw a dagger at that shadow.
Thavius kind of jumps out of the way and it just kind of clinks into the shadow. It doesn't do anything. He goes, "My God, man, what are you doing?"
You're looking pretty good for someone who spent 3 weeks in a vault, is all I'm saying. And why did she put you in here?
Rhea's gonna look at you. Rhea's gonna look at you, Walker, and glare at you and say, "Do not try anything like that again around him."
Okay, you don't mean like the big spooky, fiendish shadow doesn't give you a reason for concern, especially considering you won't tell us what's up?
She looks at the shadow and she goes, "That must be a trick of the light or something. Listen, if you'd like me to explain, I can, but not... Do you really think now is the most appropriate time?"
Well, I don't know.
Let's add this up for a second. He's looking rather healthy for a person who's been locked in here for a while compared to everyone else. Your shadow is spooky weird, which is enough to make me freak out on a normal day. And I don't like either of your vibes, so...
And, not to mention, big time political prisoner or whatever, why did she put you here unrestrained in the box full of goodies where she keeps all of her nice stuff and not in the prison with all the rest of the guys?
Thalamra's gonna giggle at that just a little bit. And Ray's gonna release a heavy sigh and go, if you really must know, we're called the Hell Riders because of an incident that happened several years ago. And we get waves, we go into flashback mode, right? And
Love
it's all
it.
in black and white. And she goes, the source of our power after the Great Wars over 100 years ago, our city was destroyed. And when rebuilding, we were set upon by all sorts of darkness, vampires, zombies, any kind of ilk looking to eat its way across the land. We had no way to protect ourselves until Zariel, the Archangel, showed up. She provided us with a source of power. Let me see what I can call it, or what it's called again. Because this wasn't supposed to happen here, so... Where does she show up? Here? No. Where would I find that piece of information, game? The book sitting in front of me, maybe?
That might be a helpful thing to help you run the module that is contained in the
Well,
book.
do you want me to sit here and read 6 pages worth of information
Yeah,
to
that's totally
find
fair.
the name of one source of power for you?
Take like a little snack break, and we'll be right back.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
What the hell is this thing called? Did they really not give me the name, like, just sitting here in front of me? I want to call it the Traveler, because that's what it looks like, but that's definitely Destiny. Oh, that's it. It's the Companion. It's called the Companion. So she's
Companion
like,
cube.
yes, Zariel supplied us with the Companion. The source of our power and the large sun-shaped idol above us. It was meant as a gift and also as a bargaining chip. It would keep away the darkness that surrounded our city, but at a cost of us going to war with her. You see, Zariel was very concerned about the war between the devils and the demons going on below, and felt that if only we could influence it ourselves, then we could turn the tide and destroy both at once. She was just horribly mistaken. As we entered hell, we saw her fall along with her trusty steed, and many of our kind turned and fled back through the gates. To this day, we are marked with the moniker of Hell Riders, those who would ride into hell against the forces of the devils and demons. Yet we're not strong enough to stand against them.
You see how hard was that? Like,
She
yeah.
goes, well, again, this does not seem like the most appropriate time to be storytelling.
Yeah, well,
Say it's more appropriate than later.
yeah,
She
like,
says,
no
And-
offense, big guy, but like, I thought you were about to just like morph and like tear Rhea's head off over here or something like that.
she says, and Thebius is the head of our city. He's our trusted exalted, and there's no way he would turn against the city, and there's no way that I can believe that he would do anything to harm us. This
Alright.
shadow thing must be a trick of the light. I look at your shadow. I'm sure it's just as distorted.
And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I look at my shadow.
Give me a perception check. Yeah, your shadow is decidedly normal, as well as everybody else's, except for Thavius's, who is very clearly not shaped like a human being.
I ain't on
And,
that. I ain't on that.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna make my peace right here. You either are staying in this room, or you're gonna do some more explaining, because I don't trust
Yeah.
like that.
Josh,
Yeah,
Ray, you can't let these people turn against me like this. I've done nothing wrong.
Josh, I'm going
you
to use Kaja's lingering magic ability, detect magic, basically. Does she glow?
Does Rhea glow?
Does Kaja glow? Kaja glows if she detects magic.
No. In fact, reaching out a little bit further, you can tell that he is kind of very lacking in magic, especially for somebody who's supposed to be, you know, the high priest of a highly religious city, you know?
Hey, you know, this guy is like real dry at magic, and like when I say that, I mean like he's like really weirdly dry at magic. Like
Says-
there's nothing there. That's weird.
Rhea scoffs at you and goes, "There's no. You need to check again. There's no way that's true. He's the leader of our religion, of our home."
Honey, I'm the one
There's
who
no-
glows. Okay, I know whenever someone is all tapped out on mana or whatever. Like, just
Yes, I'm afraid that you are mistaken. I mean, I'm just as in tune with my god as I was before. Zariel.
I want to recover my spell slots.
All right.
Is
Ask
there?
him.
I was gonna ask. Sorry.
In good faith, Rhea, you've been helped helpful up to this point, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Ask your lord a question that only he would know.
Which one is the real Thavius?
She looks at him and says, "At what age did I sign the book?" And Davius looks her straight in the eye and goes, "The same age as we all did, my child. 14. She looks at you and she goes, "I'm sure this is him."
But if everybody does that, then that's not a good question, now is it?
Yeah, they kind of got you there.
I mean, we've at least confirmed.
It's like, what
that-
age were you born? You were born at 0. Like, duh.
I mean, we've at least confirmed that they're at least in it together if they're fooling us. That's out of character. I didn't say that out loud. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, all right. Look, it's I think we got enough to give Zaj here, and we already got one guy who's gonna vouch for us as far as like us getting in trouble for doing all this goes. So I say we start looking through all the fancy wooden boxes, see if there's anything worth taking, and we get the hell out of here. This stuff's starting to hurt my brain.
I still don't like this. I'm not down.
Yeah, I still just. Okay, what's happened since you've been down here, Thavius?
Davius says, "Well, I've been locked in here. This woman seemed to think I knew some way to plunge this city into the same darkness as Elturel."
Yeah, what do you know about that, by the way? Everyone keeps on talking about that, but like we haven't really got a straight answer.
He says, "Oh, that day was so grim. I remember it very keenly. I was outside the city visiting a local parish some miles away, when all of a sudden the sky went pitch black as night, and the city, well, it sunk into the ground. I could hardly believe my eyes. And then me and my guard, we traveled to Baldur's Gate to warn them of the impending doom, where we were very swiftly apprehended by this woman." And again, the Thalamra just kind of kind of chortles to herself.
Yeah, by the way, with the laughing and such, you've been real quiet during all this. How's all this add up to you? I mean, we got no reason to trust you, but like, why not? Go ahead and talk to us.
Thalamra kind of looks up very and glares at him and goes, "Well, if I'm going down, you really think that I kidnapped this man? That he had nothing to do with what happened?
I don't really know what to think.
Tell me that the major leader of the city that disappeared had nothing to do with what was going on."
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, we kind of kicked down the door of this place without much, no offense, but it wasn't super hard, so you kidnapping this dude and, dispatching all his guards doesn't really add up either, now does it?
Yeah, she's like, "You fools. You've fallen into something much bigger than you can handle." Davius goes, "Don't listen to her, my child." Speaking to Red, who's turned around and clenching and unclenching her hands and breathing really heavily. She's getting very upset at the fact that Thalamra is accusing Thavius of something. She's like, "Peace, peace. She only means to hide her true intent."
Okay, all right then, Thalamra, lady, what was your true intent then? What was the whole deal?
She said, "Why don't you ask the shield on the wall?"
Yeah, see, I told you guys I wanted to go and check that thing out. It's all shiny and stuff. Lingering.
And as you move towards it, Davius jumps in front of you here, and he goes, "No, don't touch it. It is an artifact of very great power, and should be handled by those who are familiar with it."
Touch it, Kasha.
Shieldo on the wall. Who's the douchiest of them all?
Yeah, I would like to take a look at that shield from behind
Your
you.
mom.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, can I get a closer look
Gotti.
at that? Can I get a... God damn it. The mystical bastion of Gotti. Can I please get a closer look at the mystical bastion of Gotti, please?
Well, there's this guy in your way.
Well, yeah, but Kaja's small.
Juke him.
Yeah, I could juke him.
Yeah, he's kind of like sidestepping you. You're gonna have to give me
Okay,
some
so
kind of
when
action.
Kaja-
Athletics, if you'd like to do strength and do a strength contest.
I would
When I
love.
see him trying to block Kaja, I will also go and try to touch the thing because he can't block us both.
I'm gonna go cover the door because I'm not feeling very
If
jivey on this.
there
right
are
now.
multiples of you trying to interact with it, you may give me athletic checks at advantage.
All right, I'll take that. 24.
Yeah, 11.
Is athletics against strength or dex?
It's strength.
All right. Bebop, you don't get very close. You're very big, so it's very easy for him to put his body in between you. But Kaja, you do kind of slip by, and as you touch the shield to take it down off the wall, you hear a voice boom in your head. It's very, very deep and very, very ominous. It goes, "Who rouses me from my slumber?"
Hi, I'm Kaja. What's up, Shield?
Kaja. Yes, I see. Are you the one who is to free me from this prison?
Well, shit, I might be if you tell me something about the old man.
He says, that malcontested fool. He has sold himself to his slaves.
Yeah, sure. So, like, with the shadow and such, like, is that normal, or is he lying to us or something? Just, like, give me something to go on here so I know what to do.
He says, this man is certainly not who you think he is. I would push him for the truth. He is not strong of will. He shall break.
Alright. Shield says that, he's telling a lie and that, we should, like, really grill him. So, like, Rhea, no offense, but, like, you know, the Shield is, kind of cool and...
Yeah, as you say this, Rhea's gonna storm up and be like, absolutely not. I forbid this. You have harassed this man enough. And Tiberius goes, yes, please just give me the artifact back so that I may take it safely to be dealt with.
No, I'm good.
Right.
It's talking to me and it's kind of friendly,
So, like,
actually.
Bebop's just gonna look at them and go,
Yes.
neither of you have done a good job of convincing me anything, and at this point, I trust the talking shield more than either one of you, so you shut up or you tell the truth right fucking now.
The shield's got more answers than you do, so unless you present more convincing answers,
How is this?
kind of at a loss here.
Okay, let's see here. How do I show this to
Also-
you without... I'd like to show you the art. How do I do that without showing you the whole thing?
I mean, you could, like, just take a picture and put it in Discord or something. I don't know.
No, there's a way to do this. I'm sure there's a player handout. Let me show you what this looks like.
Yeah, there is a way to, like, pull an image and, like, show it to all the players, but it's been a while since I DM'd on Roll20, so I don't remember how to do it.
Let me play 20
I think
questions.
it's when you go into, because it's a DM handout now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, I think you should be able to go into the handout itself and go to the settings on it, and then it will say like visible by, like you should be able to see like. Drop
Yeah,
it
but I
off
don't want you to
on-
see the text.
Is it on the picture itself?
It's on it because it's in the note for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is there should be a way to make it to where it's just the picture, like that drops it, like the note isn't there. I think that's how it. It's been a while since I've been. I'm pretty sure you can drop the blank version just by editing who it's visible by.
I'm gonna
This is
look
a
it up.
G. I might have another handout with it. Give me just a second here.
As a GM, click select the picture, press Shift Z. It will zoom the picture to full size and display it in the center of all your players' screens.
Ooh.
Can you see it now?
Hold on.
Negative. Shift Z, it says.
What did I say about it being overcomplicated and not intuitive?
Alright, fuck off.
Not wrong.
It's better than using, like, Tabletop Simulator and, like, knocking shit over.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah, put them on the GM layer, then use Shift Z to have them pop up for everyone, is what it says.
Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, just don't read the text.
Alright, cool.
There you go, guys.
Don't cheat.
I
can't
trust
cheat.
you. Don't cheat.
It looks kind
I
of like a
scrolled-
pig
I
dragon.
scrolled down instinctively, and I was like, "Oh wait, no, don't read that."
It's a lot of text. Don't read it. Don't worry about
I
it.
did not. I didn't read it, but I thought about it.
That sun can't
Pretty.
stop me. I can't read.
Yeah. Okay. Good, because I'll tell you what it all does later, but not right this second. You have to have a conversation with it first. But yeah, Rhea is very frantically arguing with you that you should just leave him alone, and Fabius is trying to backpedal out of this conversation. In your head,
so-
Kaja, you hear a voice say, "No, he is scared. Use that fear."
Okay, now let's not go and pushing it, whatever. Ray's been real helpful and everything. So look, just let me take the reins on this, and hey, big guy, tell me about Shieldy here and why he doesn't like you. You been talking to him?
I'm gonna menacingly close the door, kind of to put some pressure and cross my arms and
Cause look,
be that guy.
I'm a Tempest kind of girl, so I don't really do the whole angels and demons thing. I just like to whack stuff, okay? But far as I know, this thing here, it ain't looking too angel-y, right? And that's kind of what your whole city's deal is. It's actually looking kind of rawr.
Talk to me out of character real quick for a second. What are you trying to do here? Are you just asking him questions? Are you
basically just trying to make him slip up or something? Because the last thing I want to do is well, it's not the last thing I want to do. It's quite high up there right now, but kind of just whack him with the fucking hammer at this point. But this is a yeah, no, I'm just trying to put pressure on him, and just trying to make him slip up in what he's saying, because obviously we got Rayo on the ropes here. She's kind of not feeling it either.
Kind of sounds like persuasion or deception.
I don't know about deception. Let's see here. Let's look here.
It's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out what to get you to roll here. Because it doesn't sound like you're trying to intimidate him.
No, could I reason you an insight? I feel
you can insight his answers to find out if he's telling the truth or not.
I would like to do that, yes.
Okay. So you ask him.
It's a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as you know, everything he has told you so far, he doesn't think he's lying.
Yeah. I mean... Well, I already rolled on it, so...
Investigation is the room. If you wanted to intimidate him, you could. If you wanted to persuade him, you could try to do that.
Bebop and Walker are still in the room, so they can do whatever they want.
I'm just gonna stare at him menacingly to let him know that I'm not happy with anything that's coming out of his mouth.
Alright, here's where I'm at. We haven't had very good luck with anything fiendish down here. So unless you can give me a valid reason to trust that fiendish looking thing, I'm gonna start stabbing.
Alright, roll me intimidation.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with that. Does this shield require attunement? I'm not scrolling down.
Yes.
Okay. So I
Ooh.
can't...
19.
I can't wield it so much as I can hold it. Well, I guess I could wield it and just not get it.
You can use it, you just can't... There are magical properties to it that you won't have access to until you attune.
Got it.
Let's see here. A 19 is going to succeed.
Loving this one, by the way. This is great.
He says, Okay, I admit it. I came here with the shield. My Lord Zariel demanded it of me. She said that we must do to Baldur's Gate what we did to Elturel. And as you see him start to admit what he's done, you just see Rhea's face fall.
Ha! Told you!
She very obviously had no idea what was going on. He said, it was all in line with my lord's demands. I am but a simple servant. And this is where Phallistar is going to step forward and he's going to go, "That's it, Thavius. You've told us everything we need to know. Where's the box?" And he goes, I'm not sure. It might be in my quarters farther in.
Oh, he's got quarters. Prisoner, huh?
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So
Van
now
Pepper's just cackling at this point.
I feel like you know more about what's in the box than what you let on. So now you're on the hook too.
Yeah, like everyone over
Well,
here
okay,
kind of feels
everybody.
like they're just dicking around with us, and I ain't a big fan of it. I'm gonna start smashing toes until people
Yeah,
start like telling us the truth.
Yeah, from now
Foster.
on, less diplomacy, more guns. I can't take this anymore.
Man, Baby Roland was right.
All right.
Uh,
So
Alistair's
So,
gonna look at you and say, "Yes, I'm afraid that since I didn't have any information on who you were or what you might do, I wasn't able to tell you everything. I am indeed a spy. Let me look real
You know,
quick.
that is the most straightforward answer that I've gotten in this place since we rolled up in. You know what? I like this guy. This guy's cool.
all right. New rule: if we don't find out what's in the box, like within the next 30 seconds, everybody's getting stabbed.
Yeah. Like I
The
like
box.
you, but just you got to tell us what's in the box. But like just saying, you got +1 points with Kaja.
Phalistar looks at you and goes, "We believe that the box contains a contract between Thavius and the people he's working with from Avernus. His contract specifically. It may open up information about what we can do to get Elturel back.
Ah, hell yeah! That
I
would just
was
go
not
ahead.
lying when I said I worked with people from Candlekeep. My employer is one of the top infernal what is the word I'm looking for here?
Sage or scholar.
Scholars. Scholar. Is one of the top infernal scholars in the land, and she is very invested in finding out why this is happening.
Okay. Well, hey, I think that'll prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, like this guy's like telling us the truth, right, Rhea? So how about you help us get the box? We figure all this out, and if your head honcho has been lying to us, you can deal with that in your own time.
For future
Rhea
reference.
is. You look at Rhea, and her head is just hung in front of her, and you can tell she's crying, very softly, and she just kind of looks at Thavius and goes, "I trusted you." And then she pulls out a set of handcuffs and handcuffs Thavius behind his back and pushes him over here towards Van Thamper.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
So I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't necessarily know that I trust having this many prisoners with us when we're about to go in deeper. I'm saying we lock them up and come back later.
Alistair looks at you and goes, "If the lady would be so kind, I believe we can solve your problem for you. Myself and Rhea will take these two to the exit and wait. If you would be so kind as to find the puzzle box and then come join us, we can talk about our next steps."
All right, group vote. What we thinking?
I want to trust him, but I also don't. It's a mixed bag.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
like
we're like quadruple crossing at this point, so
I'm kind of down with Thalister. That's the one person in this room that I'm mostly down with. And like I think if Rhea were lying, she wouldn't like have started crying. You know what I mean? Like I think she's devoted. You know what I mean? Like she didn't want to believe it. I don't know. I don't mean to like spam insight checks, but can I get like a look at can I get a read on Rhea there?
Yeah.
Specifically, like if she believes like that she's really been betrayed. Insight. That's a 12.
Yeah, it's very obvious to you that she is in great distress here. And not like, "Oh, I'm being found out" distress. Like, earth-shattering, "I can't believe this is happening" distress.
My mom
So-
and dad are actually summoning demons.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I found out that my hero is an actual piece of garbage.
All right. My vote is yeah. Let them escort, and we can just find the box.
What's in the
Alright.
box?
I think I'm fine with that.
He says, "We will wait for you at the stairs back to the cellar."
All right, just like don't let him get all feisty on you now.
He kind of shoves the Lamra very hard and goes, "Oh, don't worry, we won't."
Hell yeah,
And
I like that guy. There's also 8 coffers in here, so I think Kaja's gonna like strap the shield to her back and start digging.
I know the art says 8. It's not exactly 8. This is gonna take a lot of typing. Give me just a second.
Getting loot.
Yeah, we are getting loot.
Hell
There's
yeah!
actually 8 coffers. They're just all tissue boxes. So, hope you like tissues.
I'm just gonna go ahead and add the shield of the Hidden Lord to my inventory.
Yes, you should. And I will give in just a second as I type this. We can have a conversation because
Oh boy, DM conversation.
you hear suddenly in your head again a deep rumbling voice and says, "Now that that is over, I believe you and I should talk."
Yay! All right, so like, what's up? And she's gonna be like saying this in her brain while she's looking through the boxes.
He says, "Yes, your friends cannot hear us. Do not worry."
Aggressively winks at the rest of the party.
1 second. I am so bad at multitasking.
You're good, dude. If you need to like wait until like you get the treasure doled out, that's fine too.
Yeah, give me just a second to type this out.
That is totally fine. I think we did a good job there, boys. Sorry, Brandon, that we haven't got to you yet.
It's all good, baby.
We're creeping closer. You are almost done with this area.
Handshakes all around. Handshakes all around.
Hell yeah.
Doctor.
Admiral. Admiral. I need to make circular tokens for the 4 of us. Well, the 3 of us, because Tyg already has one. I love Tyg, by the way. He looks like a young, oh, Christ. Who's the guy who played Perseus in Clash of the Titans back in the 80s?
You're asking a lot from me.
Perseus.
Yeah, that sounds like work.
Actor. Fucking Harry Hamlin. Looks like a little baby Harry Hamlin.
Yeah,
Sure.
it still isn't helping me.
Oh, well. You guys just need to watch the old 1980s Clash of the Titans. It's so bad.
No, no.
Oh,
I'm
so
good.
it's the newer one.
It is
Yeah,
one of the
sure.
best, worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Guys,
What's up?
you can get Carol Baskin to do a cameo for you. Like, you could pay her to say things.
I want her to... I want to get Carol Baskin on a cameo, and I want her to say, like, trans lives matter. I just want, like, trans rights over and over again. It's
So
like...
how many people do you think are trying to like commission her to admit to killing her husband?
Oh, yeah, like, dude, that's the easy way out. No, I just want her to stand on
Like,
the camera.
oh yeah, I'm gonna pay
Alright,
Carol Baskin
so let me
to
read
tell me what
this.
she did.
Let me read this to you. Coffer 1 has 30 Electrum in it. Coffer
Oh,
2, 3, and 4
Electrum.
have 100 gold pieces each. Yeah. Copper
Electrum.
5 has 2 previously broken daggers stolen from Tiamat's Horde with draconic runes
Oh,
written on them.
God. Not that again.
Copper 6 and 7 have 100 gold pieces each. And Copper 8 has 20 Azurite gemstones.
Christ, that's 500 gold. Shit.
Read us. Let's put it in. Divide it.
Yeah.
So how about...
Gemstones are worth 10 gold pieces apiece.
Hmm.
Oh no, I read that wrong. Coffers 6 and 7 have 100 platinum pieces.
Holy shit!
Whoa. Okay.
So here's what we do. Well, actually, with 200
Like I
platinum,
said, we're
it's,
gonna have to find y'all a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we can't carry this much money. Like, we're gonna get jumped and we're gonna lose everything.
don't you have like a bag of holding or? No, you can't do that yet.
No, I can make a bag of holding, but I don't. We haven't rested where I made one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's 10 Electrum apiece. And and then we got 100 gold apiece.
One of us gets 67 platinum, which it won't be Kaja because Kaja doesn't believe in capitalism. I say it goes to
Now,
Walker.
just to be fair, I will say, as a DM to the players, remember we are adding a person later, so that will help with the math a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
and
put it
also,
forward.
well, when it was just gold, it was super easy. That was 125 a piece. But now with platinum in the mix, it's like whatever. So here's what I say. I say Kaja and Bebop get 66, Walker gets 67, and then whenever Tyke pops in, we could like Kaja will just give him shit because again, Kaja's like, no, what the fuck is this
you
stuff?
pronounced it right.
Well, yeah,
66
And then
platinum.
what's the
It's a 66 platinum
And
and
what-
67 to Walker.
And then what's the value on the azurite?
10 gold pieces apiece.
So 10 for 10.
10,
for
so it's-
each.
Yeah, so it's 200 in total.
200. So another.
Each?
Yeah, we can just give ourselves 50 each, I think. I think that's fair. Again, Kaja will probably just, like,
Yeah.
unload a lot of it on Tag.
Yeah. So anyway, Kaja, this shield. He looks at you and goes, I guess you have some questions.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of
Maybe-
questions, but I mean...
Maybe I would have some answers for you.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, the most important thing over here is, like... So, Big, just to make sure I'm keeping up with you here, Big Chunky Guy was the one who just, like, chucked the whole city into hell, right?
Well, yes, he had a hand in it. That has been designed for a very long time.
Gotcha. What can I call you? How's that for a question? You know my name, but, like, what do you go by?
I am known as the Hidden Lord. I am a angelic being that has been sealed away by a demonic presence within this shield.
Well, cool. They call me the Omen. Just like word to the wise, you ain't coming off super angelic. I'm just saying, like, you know, far be it from me to judge or whatever, but, like, you know, the deep voice, the encouraging me to hurt people or whatever, like, you know, it's a little sketch there, bud. I mean, I don't trust either of you either way. I mean, like I said, that ain't my my purview. I'm much more of a, you know, battle cries and eating and drinking battles and stuff. I just like hitting things.
I wonder if this character has a character sheet. He goes, my little friend. You obviously haven't met many angelic beings in your time.
I haven't.
Not all of us are necessarily nice. They do say that at some point, angelic wrath has to be dealt.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Okay. Yeah, you still kind of creeping me out a little bit, but, you know, fancy talking shield, I mean, that's pretty cool. It just kind of sucks that I'm not much of a shield girl. Like to put both hands behind the hammer, you know what I mean?
He says,
Put it on
"Well,
your back like a turtle.
there are other ways that I might be able to assist you, but for that to happen, I would need to broker a deal. You see, I've been in the shield for a very long time, and I believe that your adventure is going to take you somewhere close to a way to free me."
So, here's where I'm at. In Tyler's brain, alarm bells are going off super hard right now. Like, it's like fucking, like, hitting the Liberty Bell with, like, dual-wielding sledgehammers in my head right now. Kaja's like, this is like talking shield. Like, fuck yeah, like, whatever. Yeah, we can free you, dog. Like, whatever, that's fine. So I guess, she'll be like, now look, like, I get you, and, like, I guess if we get some kind of way to get you out, but I mean, like, how you gonna help me if you ain't a shield no more?
He says, "Well, as long as I am capable of being your shield, I can supply you with certain abilities that will augment your strength."
PCP.
Yeah, look, I'm all about hitting stuff harder, but you know, I got this
He says,
you can go ahead.
the fiend who bound me is intrinsically tied to your future. I'm sure you will cross paths, and at that time, I would ask that you do all in your power to try and help and release me from this cage. Until then, I can assist you upon the way.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? So if you want to help me with something like real pressing, I got this whole, like, magic thing going on. Like, I don't really know, I can, like, control it a little bit, but for the most part, it kind of just, like, pops out whenever I'm mad, and I'd like to be able to get a tighter lock on that kind of thing. You feel me? Is there anything you can do about that?
He says, Yes, the wild magics that surge through your body are not new to me. Perhaps there's a way for you to channel it through myself and into a more usable form.
Huh, okay. Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. He says, well then, we shall sign a pact. Our deal shall be brokered and we shall proceed hence.
Yeah, sure, shield guy. I ain't calling you Hidden Lord, that's dumb.
Yeah, and before Thavius leaves, he kind of looks at you kind of knowingly. You've been kind of staring off into space. And he goes, don't believe its lies, little one.
Yeah, whatever you say, liar boy.
Honey words to you. So this is a +2 shield.
Holy shit!
It also gives you resistance to fire damage.
My AC is 22, Josh.
Yep.
No
Let's see
one will
here.
ever hit you.
So it's sentient. The shield of the Hidden Lord is sentient as long as it's imprisoned. While sentient, the shield has the following abilities, or the following properties. The shield has an intelligence of 22, a wisdom of 18, a charisma of 24, as well as hearing and true sight out to a range of 120 feet.
Holy crap.
The shield can speak, read, and understand Common and Infernal, and it can communicate telepathically with any creature it can sense within 120 feet of it. Its voice is a deep, hollow whisper. The shield has 3 charges. You can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast Fireball, or 2 charges to cast Wall of Fire. The save is DC 21 for each.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This
God.
thing is totally a fucking demon in a shield, I'm telling you. There's no way I'd get something this fucking awesome at level 4 without there being some kind of shit down the line, but it's awesome and I'm fine.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
the
start
walls-
worshiping demons. It's fine.
And the shield regains all expended charges daily at dawn. So it's not a long rest, it's like at the beginning of a day.
So you said 2 charges
Shield don't gotta sleep.
2 charges for Fireball, 2 charges for Wall of Flame.
No, it's 1 charge for Fireball and 2 charges for Wall of Fire.
That's what I said. Or maybe
Anytime during your turn... Yeah, there's another ability here. Anytime during your turn, the shield can choose to radiate an aura of dread for 1 minute. This is not a
Two.
power of the shield that you control. Any creature hostile to you that starts its turn within 20 feet of the shield must make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is frightened until the start of its next turn. On a successful save, the creature is immune to this power of the shield for the next 24 hours. Once the shield uses its power, it can't use it again until dawn.
Yeah, this absolutely is not some kind of angel. Like, that. There's no fucking way. That's like... Unless it's like some Scourge Asimar shit, like, oh man.
I will put this in a handout and send it to you later, okay?
Yeah, cool. I wrote down the
No
charge
shield.
abilities, but, like, yeah, Kaja just became a shield barbarian.
Yeah, well, welcome to the group, dude. Alright, so as they leave, Fallister kind of jabs Thalamra in the back and says, point them towards the man's room. And she points down this hallway here, and she says, it'll be the room. You'll take a left at the end of the hall, and it'll be on your right.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You already know where... You already know what this door is. This one here... Oh. This one here is to the barracks. This one is the door she's talking about.
Let me zoom out real quick. Ping it again?
This is to the barracks. This is the door she's talking about.
Ah, okay. Well,
You've already cleared out the barracks unknowingly. That was where the 20 guys filed out of last time.
got it. Alright, well,
So,
go ahead.
I was just about to make a comment about Roll 20 that I just learned that infuriates me.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm on a laptop, so I have a trackpad. If I use 2 fingers to go up and down, which usually scrolls up and down a page, it zooms in and out. Okay, that's whatever. So then I also tried to zoom in, and I instinctively did the thing where you put your fingers in the middle and you separate them, and then it scrolled up. And then I pinched my fingers together, and it scrolled down.
That's interesting.
Who?
That is a little backwards, huh?
Who did this? Somebody who hates me.
D&D nerds, they're not programmers, okay? That's what they gave. They literally gave that job to Larian, okay? So.
All right, you guys want to come up here? Like what?
Yeah. Fucking finger thing.
Yeah, Kaja, so as you get to this door, you see there's like a sign on it that says Thavius Krieg's room. Knock before coming in.
He's
no girls
even-
allowed.
Girls allowed.
He's even got a freaking plaque on his door. Like, come on. Like, shield 2, like, Thavius 0, right? Yeah, no, we're gonna... You guys having fun?
And some assholes keep pinging the door constantly.
Yeah, let's just open up this here Dorino.
Okay, you open the door. Inside, there are wrought iron candles, topped with flickering candles, light this room, which is heated by a cast iron stove with clawed feet. Across from the crackling stove is a modest desk with a matching chair. Other furnishings, including a small table and chair for dining, a bed, an iron chest resting at the foot of the bed, and 2 tapestries. One showing spirits rising as lemures, lemure devils from the river Styx, and another depicting a dead man dangling like a marionette from hook chains.
Ah, how
This isn't an
lovely.
angel. This isn't an angel.
Yeah, it's a lovely little bachelor pad, except for, like, the terrible taste in wall decor, I guess. You said there was...
Look through his shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the exact opposite of like the moms who are like really, well, it's not like the exact opposite, but like it is in parallel to the moms who are like extremely mean and then their house are covered in crosses. Except for he's really mean, he's trying to tell us he's nice. And then his house is covered in demons.
Everybody give me an investigation check.
Is Bebop jumping on the bed?
Bebop is laying down.
Bebop's tired. Investigation.
Bebop can't get tired, but
I know.
would like to
I'm
pretend
really good
to.
at this.
Aw, damn.
Sick. So, Kaja... Oh, wow.
Oh!
Yeah,
Kaja's
so you
just
guys
checking
tossed
out
this
this
room pretty
stove.
well. Kaja, you open the chest and you find a pendant that you recognize as a symbol of Torm. It's a very common symbol, right? So I imagine Kaja's probably seen it at least once in her travels.
Can I make a religion check to see? I'm kidding.
Sure, dude.
Why not?
I mean, if you really think you need to, I think...
Kaja doesn't know
Probably-
what the fuck this is.
Never mind. Kaja doesn't know what it is. She says, oh, cool, a fist.
Ah, cool,
Puts
a
it in her
fist.
pocket.
Can I see it?
Hey, Bebop, check this out. It's a fist on a necklace. I'm totally gonna wear this thing.
Can I roll a religion?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so you immediately know that it's Torm.
Hey, that's Storm, don't touch it. Don't do that.
Yeah,
To you, all you can tell is that it's a normal. It's probably an arcane focus of some kind, but it's not doing anything special. It just looks like a necklace with a fist.
Out of character, by the way, Torm, FYI, is like one of the most good deities there is. He's like literally the god of dudes who grab a sword and go slay dragons to save villages. He's that guy.
Yeah, but is
Yep.
he your god?
No,
But is he your god?
she's a Tempest girl.
I'm not gonna sit here putting like a Hindu god necklace around my neck going, yeah, I know who this is. No, I don't. That's
Meanwhile,
rude.
Walker, you walk over to the desk and you're feeling around. Like you open the drawers, you go through everything, and as you see it, or as you notice, there's like a little hidden indentation, like a false back to the drawer, which you're capable of knocking open, and out falls this cube-looking device. It's wooden, and when you pick it up, it gives off heat, like it's warm.
Hey, is that the box? Did we lose Isaac?
Sorry.
You're good, bud.
Say that again.
Yeah, so you find a fake back to one of the drawers, and when you pop it open, a little cube pops out. And when you pick it up, it's a wooden cube that gives off a faint amount of heat.
Now, if I know anything about Dune, don't put your hand in that.
It's like 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 a big Rubik's cube, is really what it looks like.
Puzzle box.
All right, well, we got our box, right? I got a cool shield. Bebop, you want any of this gold or anything? I feel bad that we didn't get you anything fancy.
Sure. What else did you find besides the fist?
I mean, like the fist necklace is like totally mine, right? Like this thing rules. But I don't know. I got money. I don't really care about money. You see, where I grow up, like we just kind of share everything. If whenever we need something, we just we work for it and we get it. You know what I mean? We don't just throw shiny rocks at each other. It's just yeah. You want a piece of this here mammoth? Go ahead.
But we are not where you live, and we do need money here. You should keep it.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm gonna let you guys do the thinking for me. Someone asked me how much to tip someone, and I told them I'd tip a whole gold piece, and they thought that was really weird.
You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why they just don't pay him in the first place. It seems a little weird. Kind of puts the pressure on the people who are going to eat. Kaja's like my secret.
I don't need any of your commie ways.
Kaja's my secret, just super hard socialist venting mouthpiece. Oh god. I mean, you can hold these daggers if you want. The broken dragon daggers that we got.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Broken dragon daggers, thank you.
Well, I mean, you seem to really like the crown that we found whenever, we did that whole thing. So, I mean, complete the set, right?
It's my secret hat.
yeah, it is.
It's my secret hat.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I think we're good personally, but I mean, if you guys want to keep on going, I mean, whatever.
And as you leave, you get attacked by more? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
It's kind of the dickhead thing that this game does.
Hey, don't you move away from that?
Excuse me?
I made a rectangle on accident.
What are y'all doing over here?
Making a rectangle on accident. Tyler made a hammer and sickle.
No, it's Brandon. Brandon likes drawing.
Oh
Gosh darn
no.
it, guys. Alright, so, are y'all leaving?
I believe we are. I think we lost Isaac, or Isaac stepped away or something.
Okay,
But I mean,
that's fine.
personally, I'm good.
He's here, but on mute. I
Gotcha.
assume he's cramming his face full of Gouda or something.
Ah, okay, cool. Just checking.
Ungodly amounts
roll
of
20
food
crashed,
that you
actually.
should not eat.
Alright.
that.
Well, that's fine. I'll move Isaac's character as needed.
Okay.
So, y'all are going to come back out here, and Pallister's going to look at you and be like, what now? Are you working with somebody that can take these prisoners?
Us? I mean, we're working with the Flaming Fist. I mean, I guess they could take them.
Perfect. That will do for this. I can vouch for your character so that this can all be dealt with. And then, if you wish, we can move to Candlekeep, where my superiors are waiting for us.
Yeah. Is Candlekeep far, or is that kind of in the neighborhood?
It's a couple days' journey, and we can stop outside of the city to grab provisions and anything that we would need for the journey. It should not take us long to get there, though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And hey, Ray, Toots, sorry about like all the stuff. Just trying to keep us safe and everything.
I am not.
She just looks dejected.
Hey, you chin up. You a lot of help in there. You helped us kill a bunch of little culty guys.
She says, yes, but what hope is there now? My city is gone. Those who were sworn to lead it have betrayed it. I'm part of a lie, a sham, and now
Hey, look at it this
I
way.
don't know.
There ain't nothing more valuable than glory in battle, and far as I'm concerned, you got plenty of it to come. Okay? Sounds like you got a lot of people whose asses need kicking. So how about you go and kick some ass?
Give me just a second. Isaac, it's okay. We're not going to use Roll20 a whole lot for the rest of the time because I think we're pretty much done with combat.
Cool.
So, if I need your character on the map for something, I will. I can actually do. Hey, you know what I can do? Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I got you. I got you.
I'm gonna have my whole sheet and everything. I keep it current with like
The
my D&D Beyond. So
yeah.
Oh, is that fancy?
I have everything.
Oh.
Now, if you go and click on my name in the chat, you can click on the stream and watch.
Ah, fancy.
Now, I'll give you a little inside baseball here. So you only missed like 4 rooms, but they weren't important. Like this was the barracks, and this is like a little connector room. But
FYI, Brandon, the Hitler mustache on Thalamra is like uncanny. It kind of makes it look like if they put Hitler as a playable leader in Civilization 6, that's what he would look like.
I'll be honest, when I saw you draw it, I thought you just put a dot on her mouth and she was like making an O face, and I was like, oh my god.
Now I see that too. Oh my god.
Oh, for a while I just thought it was like a booger.
Okay, so are you going to take these people back to, what's it called?
Darman Zaj for the Flaming Fist.
Zaj? Captain Zaj?
Captain
of the
Darman
Flaming Fist?
Zaj of Flaming Fist. I serve the Flaming Fist! Yes, that guy.
So we'll just fast forward some here. You come into the same barracks that you came into earlier, and Zaj is at his planning table, looking at maps of the city, moving little stacks around, giving orders and whatnot. And as he looks up, his face goes white because he sees the Duke in chains behind you.
Hey, boss man!
He goes,
Bad news
"What
about
have you
everything.
done?" It's like, what have you done?
Okay, now like cool.
Fixed it.
Yeah, cool your the fantasy equivalent of Jets here. It's a long story, but like long story short, you have like a little bit of a collaboration going on with these two over here, and they're the ones that chucked El Terrell into the abyss and everything, and they were planning on doing it to this city too. So you're welcome. You can pay us however much you'd like. We got people who will back our story up and everything. But yeah, like I think it's a job well done as far as I'm concerned.
Phalistar has stepped forward at this point, and he'll look at Zaj and be like, I can vouch for them. I've been trapped within their keep for several weeks now, and I was privy to all of the information, or all the things that happened there. And he looks at him and goes, who do you think you are? And he goes, do not worry about who I am. And you see him flash an emblem at Zaj, and Zaj just kind of goes wide-eyed and looks at him and goes, I see.
Perception.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Fuck, 10.
Yeah, you don't really pick up on anything other than maybe that,
I just wanted to see the emblem.
yeah, maybe that, he's a little bit more important than, or maybe the group that he's with has a little more clout than you thought.
I want to know if he's a Harper.
Well, Zaj points a finger at some guards standing against the wall and ushers them over, and he goes, take them to the prisons. We'll deal with them later. And as for the rest of you, I believe there was a 50 gold bounty on this job. I'm more than happy to pay it out now.
Hey, hell yeah.
So, you'll each get 50 gold.
Oh, hooray.
Oh shit, how much?
After all that platinum we got.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, like,
don't tell him about that.
Money is almost no object right now. As you're leaving, he walks you to the door and walks onto the street with you, and he goes, I just can't believe that this would happen. That's in the middle of the city is crazy. And then all of a sudden, Zaj is interrupted by the arrival of several Flaming Fist soldiers clad in plate armor. From behind a wall of swords and steel steps an armored woman with a white cloak and graying hair.
Hell yeah.
Are these the maniacs who've stirred up every nest of rats in this godforsaken city?
You're welcome!
Suddenly,
Would you
Zaj
rather have
kinda
rats nesting in your city?
you see Zaj more surprised than he's been so far, and stammering, he turns back around and he goes, Commander Porter, I was told you wouldn't be back in Baldur's Gate for at least a 10-day. That's what the city government wanted you to think, Captain. And then she turns to you and says, I trust you've been adequately compensated for all the mess you've caused.
You know, I mean, we could be a little more compensated.
It was a big deal.
She goes, Lords, I rushed back from Chult at just the right time, huh? This is a real mess. I heard about what you've done. It's already all over the city. You traipsing the Grand Duke through the streets like some kind of prisoner.
Yeah, she was like demons and stuff. Like, what are people not getting about that? Like, we did y'all a favor.
Zaj looks at her and goes, ma'am, I haven't had a chance to write up the report yet, but I can explain everything. She goes, oh, and you will be, for sure. You're coming to my office, and you're going to tell me everything that's happened.
I love this lady.
Including why you put a bunch of fresh-faced recruits on this job.
I love this lady. I want to be her friend.
And she says, well, I thank you for the work that you've done, but I think it's best if you go. The Van Thampers have a lot of connections within the city, and it's going to take us a long time to clean this mess up, and it probably ain't safe for you to be around here anyway.
It's fine. I didn't have a lot of fun here either.
And then she looks at you and goes, plus it makes my job easier if a bunch of hooligans like you aren't running around in my city.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And she goes, you can turn over your badges and get out of here.
I kind of like the badge.
Lost my badge.
Badge didn't do shit. You can have it back.
Okay.
I lost my badge down in the dungeon.
Yeah, so Fausto just kind of looks at all of you and goes, well, if we need somewhere to go, my home is right outside the city in a little province, Little Kalasham, if you've ever heard of it. We can go there and sort out what we're doing. Now, how do I want to move this without moving? Can I? Nope. Oh, no. I don't want to move you through like 20 different images to get there. Okay.
Did
Just
anyone
a
notice me turn
montage.
Bebop into an anteater?
I just gotta
Hilarious.
move this back over here next to where we are. So, you travel with ya boy to Little Kalimshan, which is just outside of the city. The guards pull the gates away, and you walk maybe less than really even a mile to this little nice outcropping city here. And as you enter, everything seems to be on the up and up. You walk into a nice little, this little nice area right here, which is obviously like the fronts of stores and tiny businesses. And as you go past, you kind of have a residential area and everything else. And Fauster goes, my house is just down the street on the left. It's this one. He says, it's not much, but we will find food and shelter there, and I will be able to arm myself and prepare us for the next day. If you'd like the banks in town, I understand that you might have pilfered a little bit from what we found, and while I will not judge you, I imagine you don't want to carry that much money on you in case something happens.
Yeah, pilfered is such a strong word, but I mean, yeah.
Let me go here. Isaac, do you have your character sheet up at least?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on, I have mine on D&D Beyond. Yeah, I have
Okay.
access to everything I need.
Isaac, can you give me a perception check?
Perception is a 15.
You've noticed that since you entered this town, people have been eyeing you kind of weird. You've gotten a lot of glares, and people doing double takes over their shoulders, and lots of whispering.
Which is weird considering you're traveling with an actual goblin.
Yeah, people don't seem to be paying much attention to the actual robot and goblin, but seem to have a problem with you for some reason.
Guys, I feel discriminated against.
Yeah, welcome to the club, buddy. My people are usually known for being actual bandits.
Fallister continues on and goes, yes, right in the same square where my house is, there's a pub, not nearly down the street where I'm sure that you would be able to catch a drink and relax tonight if you wish. But for now, let's retire. I believe we all need a nice rest.
Yeah, you know,
And as you kind of round the corner here, Isaac, your walker steps out around the corner and all of a sudden bumps into a young girl that seems to be in her mid to late 20s, roughly about the same age, maybe a little bit younger than you. And as she makes eye contact with you, she looks almost perturbed.
I'm sorry, miss.
And she's standing there with a couple of her friends, who look just as shocked as she does. And she stammers and she goes, I can't. What? And then all of a sudden she starts bawling and runs off back down the street. And her friends just kind of glare at you and turn around and run after her.
How low was your charisma score, dude?
It seems like he's
Slow. Do what Isaac wants to do. Let's see. What would Walker do?
you having lady problems there, big guy? I mean,
Alistair is going to look at you and be like, well, that was certainly strange. Did you know that woman, Walker?
Oh, to be honest, everyone I know is in this circle right now.
hello. Now look, it's not a big deal. I mean, you know, you gotta.
Have you been here before? Did you do anything?
I have no memory prior to our first encounter.
I mean, look at it this way. I mean, you know, next time, you can try like maybe a little, you bat some eyelashes, maybe flex a muscle or two, and like, you know, break a board with your head or something to really get the ladies' attention. You know what I mean? They like big shows of strength and stuff like that. Punches.
Fallister's going to look at you and be like, well, I guess we shouldn't dawdle. Let's head to my house.
Let's just get to one thing. Do I see somebody like within like speed, like earshot that like is eyeing me down and giving me weird looks?
Yeah, there is like a kind of haggard old lady, kind of like with one of those old ancient brooms sweeping her porch and going, kind of just glaring at you from her porch step.
All right, I'm gonna look at her and be like, "Hey, lady, why are you giving me the look down?"
Give me. Oh no, Nah, she just looks at you and ha, and walks inside and slams the door.
All right, well, I didn't answer anything. I guess we go retire.
So we'll consider this your long rest. It's probably about midday. If you'd like to do anything, there's like shops. There's like I said, a bank if you want to deposit money. There's a bar we can that you can attend probably when it opens at night.
I guess.
I'm gonna just use my right tool for the job thing and get a bag of holding and put all my money in it because I don't trust banks.
Okay, that's fair.
I am a cowboy. Fuck banks. Fuck the man.
I would also like to put all my money in Bebop's on a bag of holding.
National Bank of Bebop.
National
Okay.
Bank of Bebop.
I don't trust my own memory, so I actually am just going to carry my money.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, dog.
It's
Alistair's
only
gonna look at you and be
it's only
like,
1,000
are
gold.
you sure? 1,000 gold plus
my money.
all the platinum pieces you have.
No, it converts on D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
It equates down to, with the conversion, it's 10, 15 gold.
Okay.
I guess
It's like-
Bebop hold on to me, and if I forget where it's at, let me know.
He's like, you're carrying a small fortune. I wouldn't put it anywhere that somebody might get their hands on it.
If you
Bebop
will,
is
Bebop. if there's no objections. Otherwise, I can pay you to make me a bag of holding at some point too.
It's fine. If I make another one, this one disappears. So I'll just put everybody's money in there, and then I open up like a panel in my chest and put the money right there, nice and safely.
Trying to
Close
bend
that
your
panel.
door right in your chest.
Yeah.
Love it.
I can't wait until you guys decide to turn that bag inside out.
No, that bag. If I were to think about how much weight is inside that bag, like the bag is but thinking about how much is in there right now, that's a child.
I like to.
Yeah,
It weighs
it's
as
like
much as a
90
child.
pounds, right? It's like 90 pounds worth of gold or something like that.
I like to
Oh,
think of you just like putting Kaja in the bag of holding to where her head can pop out. You just have like a little goblin in a bag. Oh man.
Yeah, if you turn the bag inside out, it explodes.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Yeah.
so Fallister kind of looks at you and goes, "I'm going to go get supplies and rearm myself for the trip, and it doesn't pay to not be
Sorry.
resourceful." And Ray is like, "I need some time alone." She kind of wanders out to go wander the streets,
Okay, feel better.
which just kind of leaves you guys to your own devices. Is there anything you would like to do in the town?
So, like, the number one thing I like to spend all this money on, the only thing I really like to spend all this money on, is food and drinks. And she said something about a tavern, so I kind of want to go check that out. What about you guys?
I don't eat, so I have nothing to do here.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
sorry, I don't eat.
you guys kind of, wow, that sucks. I don't know. You could like,
I actually can't taste.
well,
Well,
now
then you can't eat.
well, I mean, yeah.
Textures.
Now I kind of feel like an asshole about it. Jeez. Well, I mean, there's more to do at a bar than like drink and eat. I mean, we could like fight someone. Yeah, tavern brawl's a good time. I win those all the time. Maybe like
I guess I could see if somebody there knows why I get the stink eye.
yeah, there you go. Bartenders know all kinds of stuff, or maybe we could just like go see a show or something. It's a good time, trust me.
I'll probably just work the other side of that and ask people as well, because what else do I do?
Okay. So y'all are all gonna go to the bar?
Hmm.
Okay, so it takes a little time for it to open up, but you leave sometime after sundown, and as you step out into the street, kind of rested and ready to go, you notice there are people running out of the bar, screaming something. Would you guys be willing to give me a perception check, please?
Oh, I would love to. Perception.
Yeah.
21.
The 14.
Okay, yeah. So all of you hear them say things like, the demon's back, he's back! Everybody run! He'll entrance you, run, get out of here! And then all of a sudden from the bar, you hear music start playing. Just very softly over the wind.
Might as well just keep going, see what they're on about.
The music cue that of the stuff that I was listening to perfectly aligned with you saying that. All right, yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay, so as you open the bar, or the door to the bar, you see some people shoved up against the wall, and the barkeep is like cowering behind the bar, with what looks to be like he's readying a crossbow. And on a table stands this short thing. It's got horns, it's got hooves, but the top half looks like a man, and the bottom half is reminiscent of a goat. It's standing just a little over 5 foot, looking very slim and almost twinkish, if I could.
Mr. Tumnus, motherfucker.
It seems to be dancing around on the table, not really paying attention to anybody around it. The music you hear is very entrancing and almost lures you in closer were it not for your nerves still being so high from the adventure earlier that day.
So
Brandon,
Kaja,
what would you like to do?
may I just say that? Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead, Brandon, go. But like Kaja, I'm gonna be totally upfront with you. Kaja totally thinks you're another devil, and she thinks the problem is spread over here, and she very much looks like she is going to charge you and tackle you.
Oh yeah. So at some point, the satyr is going to turn and see that there's more people in the bar. It's like, travelers, barkeep, please bring some drinks to my friends.
The barkeep's like, I'm not listening to you, Mr. Devil. Who do you think you are, coming up in here twice a week dooting your little horn like you own this place?
Does all he do is come here and doot a horn?
Well, I'll tell you who I am if you'll have a listen to my song.
Now, I ain't listening to no.
There's like,
I ain't listening to no devil,
Yeah.
bub. Let's go ahead and square up. Come on, let's go. I can take you. I took a bunch of yous back in Baldur's Gate. I can take you here too.
Oh, easy, my little friend, easy. There's no need for that.
Well, shit. You know, they usually try to kill us after I, like, threaten them. Huh.
Well, you see, the problem here is I'm not a devil.
like hell you aren't.
Well, you know, you got the horns and stuff, and you got the hooves, and you got the people calling you as a devil. Well, I mean, shit, you know, I'm red, and they think I'm weird, too. Why did I become Southern all of a sudden?
It's
Yeehaw!
contagious. The bartender's like, it's contagious.
It's
All
all
right.
the devil's fault.
Well, I mean, all right, okay, big guy. If you ain't shot at me yet, I mean, I guess whatever. What's your name?
Without further prompting, I think he's gonna burst into song.
Oh,
I myself am not gonna sing. I'm just gonna copy paste some lyrics from his personal ballad.
oh, you're in a ballad.
I wrote
Boo,
some of
we hate
that
your
one.
pussy.
He's gonna be strumming along with a what's it? A lyre.
Tired the trooper, noble fate prince of yore, he has not been seen since or ever before.
I don't know how intently are people listening to his little spiel.
The people around you, like still in the bar, have not been paying attention to you. Like they are so terrified of you that they're like not actually listening to what you're saying. They're just scared of your presence.
Oh, how rude.
Kaja
Up.
is entranced. Because
Okay, perfect.
I'm thinking of it like this. She's a barbarian. All barbarians do are beat the shit out of people and then get around a fire and tell stories about beating the shit out of people. So this is up her alley.
If you care to, would anyone who is actively listening and watching like to make a wisdom save?
I would love to.
Wisdom save.
That is Anna
Oh,
11.
no.
Oh no, God.
Entire
My
party
wisdom
snooze.
saves. Mine saves. I have an 18 save.
Okay.
Damn.
So, for Kaja and Bebop,
Oh, Bebop did this so bad.
with charm and sway, the target idolizes you, it speaks glowingly of you to anyone who talks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes you, although it avoids violence unless it was already inclined to fight on your behalf.
Kaja.
I like this little dude.
Yeah, no,
Look
Kaja,
at him.
Kaja will resort to violence readily, as a matter of fact. And she'd be like, "Oh man, this kid is great! Like, you hear the music and stuff. This is awesome. Hey, tell me another story about how like you ain't been seen before. That was cool."
The
This
bartender's
guy
like,
in my
he
pocket.
got the room too. This guy's pure evil. He came in here last week and was dooting his little horn and put Jimmy to sleep. And the guy
Hey,
on
you
the
just-
wall's like, the guy on the wall's like, yeah, he put me to sleep. I mean, I might have just fell asleep, but he definitely put me to sleep.
You guys just don't know how to party. This guy's great.
So Bebop doesn't like what they're saying, so he's going to attempt to put this this man in a big baby hold.
The bartender's like, oh, what the hell is this?
This is my man. He's so great. Why don't you love him?
Tyga's just eating it up. He's grinning ear to fucking ear.
Okay, so let me tell you about one of mine. Okay,
What does Walker think about this?
he is very, very confused.
Oh yeah, there's no indication, like you don't get, if the target succeeds on the saving throw, the target has no hint that you tried to charm it. So she was just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
You see this guy with his little smile? Hell yeah, dude.
And this one time, I got up on a... Oh, go ahead.
So, my little horn buddy, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and let you know, me and my friends are a little suspicious of people, so,
not this guy, he's
suspicious,
great.
but they're not suspicious. So, yeah, like, the fact
Yes,
that
the
they're so
voice of an
trusting
angel.
kind of makes me suspicious.
Oh no! You see, this is perfect. I'm actually bored to tears here in town. You're adventurers then, are you?
Yeah. Like, one time I crawled up on a big old mammoth, and I, like, did a cool little slide off of his tusks. I didn't stake the landing, but it was, like, super cool. You should have been there.
Oh, that's great. Would you please take me with you? I'm so dreadfully bored here. And he'll look up at Bebop with the cutest little eyes as he blinks.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta take this
It's
guy
adventure.
with us. Do you like
Bebop's
the-
paternal instincts kick in, and they just like it's like they used to protect the gnomes, right? So like the same kind of instinct is kicking in where you're like must protect.
I like how that
That's
instinct.
my
So
dude.
fully.
I like how that instinct didn't kick in with
Oh,
Kaja, who's similarly sized to a gnome.
No,
You know?
I think that Kaja's kind of fangirling, right? Like, Kaja's like, I just really want to impress him, okay? Like, it's very important to me that he thinks I'm very cool.
Oh yeah.
It's
No,
the
she.
first day of middle school, and your crush grew like 5 inches over the summer.
I haven't decided if Kaja's like a major lesbian, like all my female characters are. But
I don't even know if it's a crush thing. It's just you're
it's a squish.
fangirling. Like,
It's called a squish. A platonic crush is called a squish. Like,
Yeah, he has one for my sister's boyfriend.
he's so cool. I want to be his friend, okay? He likes the same kind of video games I do, and he's cool, and he's nice, and he plays board games, and he's never done a bad thing in his life. Anyway,
And the ultimate punchline to that joke is my sister's named Erin and her boyfriend's named Dan, so life is confusing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
special.
But anyway, Kaja's continuing to tell him about, like, things that she's killed, and as she goes on through, like, the timeline of, like, all the big beasts she's slain, it progressively gets more and more demon-themed as she gets to the occurrences of the last couple days, to make it very clear to Taig that if he joins us, we will be fighting devils and stuff.
Oh yeah, and Tyke will actually genuinely have an interest in every single story that Kaja has to tell him. And as you do get into more demons, then I'd see your confusion earlier with me possibly being a demon then.
Yeah, well, the last one we went and killed had, like, a beard, and it was made of snakes, and it was like, yeah, but, like, it looked real big, but we kind of just beat the crap out of that thing, man. It was awesome. Go ahead.
So,
Tyke will brush his fingers through his own little beard and say, well, you can see no snakes here, eh?
What was that, Walker?
Tag, right?
Tyke?
Okay, Tag. What have you done to my friends?
He'll offer a grin and he'll say, oh, that's just a little bit of fun. Well, people like music. And those who listen to me just can't help but, be a little more inclined to listen to what I have to say in that. You seem a little... what's the word? You just must not be a fan of music, right? Are you?
What are you implying?
Oh, it's just rare that anyone doesn't just end up tripping over themselves when they hear me play. I must say I'm rather impressed with you.
You're a big old square. That's what he's trying to say.
You're
You
no
try to be
fun.
nice about it.
A Melvin.
I don't know. I'm watching you.
That's entirely fair, but listen, they'll be writer's rating in 50 minutes or so from now. Doesn't hurt them any.
Also, out of character, if Bebop was charmed, they would probably still act similarly to this.
Oh yeah, same, absolutely. Maybe not as extreme, but like yes.
You guys are just gonna talk to everybody and be super friendly after we just got like quadruple crossed.
Seeing you guys just kind of talk to this person and get along with them fairly well, has kind of calmed down everybody else in the bar. And like the bartender's put down the crossbow and is like peeking over the bar, and everybody around it is kind of like moving towards a chair or something. Everything's looking like it's slowly going back to normal.
So, within the context of his song that he was actually singing, there was an awful lot of just him harmonizing in place of lyrics. So it would almost seem, especially to Walker, who wasn't quite as charmed, that it's almost like that's not a complete song.
So
There's definitely more that ought to be filled in there.
hey, another thing, pal. I couldn't help but notice that your song that everybody likes is missing a good chunk of the words. Did you forget your own song?
Oh, and Taiga's going to motion as if he's been stabbed in the chest. Oh, you cut to the quick now, don't you? I've had my share of adventures and then some, but I've just been so bored of late that, you know, the ballad of my life, it's definitely missing a certain something. That's why I'm all the more eager to be off with you on whatever grand adventure it is that you're going on.
Well, right now we're just here. And that was the next step.
Oh, of course, you need to rest up. I understand. When it is that you take off, that is, I would be most obliged if you'd take it with you.
Oh yeah, sure, buddy. This
Yeah,
is my new small friend.
You get in a fight?
And good riddance!
Country friend, I have some questions for you.
Country friend.
What is it?
I like
he kind
how
of looks at you and rolls his eyes.
Why do people look at me funny? I look just like the rest of you. If anything, I feel like my traveling companion should draw way more attention than me.
He looks at you and goes, I don't have much time for your kind around here. After what you did,
Aren't you my kind?
don't lump us together.
God damn it.
Humans?
You can stay and you can drink, but don't be surprised if there isn't a little extra something in your drink for you tonight.
Ew.
I don't taste, so it's fine. You can keep your drink.
Whatever, weirdo. And he's gonna turn away from you at that point. Go back to cleaning the glass or whatever.
I was expecting Walker's story to be more tragic when we started getting into it, but so far it's just been the hangover.
Dude, what's happening? Why does everyone hate me?
Alright, well, is there anybody particularly perturbed that I exist?
Everybody's just kind of ignoring you now.
Alright, well, yeah, alright,
So-
I can't get any information, I don't eat or drink. This has been a good adventure, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Check this one off on the good old books. This is the one I am
Shitty-
going to be telling my life story about.
Shitty music, no taste in food, nobody will talk to me, this is the worst bar ever.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh. Taiga's gonna look very sad at that.
So, what do you want to do now?
I'm gonna throw Walker a bone. And Kaja, like, stepping away
I can't
only...
fit.
Oh, wow. Kaja stepping away only so briefly from the party with Tig and everything, is going to, like, you know, make her way to the bar, and she's like, hey, buddy, get the strongest thing you got, and then, like, give me something stronger than that. And also, what's the deal What's the deal with my guy over there? Like, you don't like him much? I mean, you know, I get a lot of sideways looks too, but I kind of get that. Like, what's the deal with him?
He said, your buddy can tell you, I'm sure.
No, he really can actually. We don't talk much. He's less of a, and Kaja's totally lying here, but she's like less of a buddy and more of like a, well, you know, you have to put up with people who, you know, it's for work. You know, you don't really get along with your coworkers, but I mean, you know, that's what the boss wants. That's totally how it is. So you know, ain't really know too much about the guy, and if he's holding out on me, I kind of want to know. You know what I mean?
He says, well, if you really want anybody of any kind of moral upset in standing, then maybe you don't mess around with the guy who ruined that poor sweet girl's heart.
What girl?
He goes, Morana. She's kind of this village sweetheart, and boy, did he mess her up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Tale of Heartbreak, how classic.
If he did, he sure don't know.
He said, well, I don't know how he would even go about atoning him for that, but he sure is gonna pay for it. I'm positive about that.
all right. Well, dang. I mean, it's just like a little breakup. I mean, like, you know, you just kiss, make up or whatever. Can't be that hard, right?
Says, we'll see. And about that time, it's been about an hour since you entered this bar, with all the goings on and everything happening. And about that time, you see a guy bust into the bar. He's a very big, burly dude.
I roll initiative.
Black and white salt and pepper hair all the way around his head, with the top is completely bald. And he looks to be in like his 60s or like early 60s, late 50s. And he storms right up to Walker and grabs him by the shirt and picks him up off the ground. He's a big guy. And he goes,
for my dagger.
he says, I thought I told you to stay out of this town after what you did. And he takes it and bats your hand away and bats your dagger across the room.
I've never been to this town. Well, I guess I could have. I would know, but I don't know that I've been to this town.
Don't you lie to me now after what you did to my little girl.
I'm sorry. I guess. Do I know you?
Give me just a second.
Oh, and so then I use my telepathy and like to get in his head and be like, no, seriously, shit's fucked up.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He's like, whoa, you're working your magic on me, and he throws you away, and you kind of stagger back and fall some, and manage to catch yourself. And he's like, listen, you, stay away from my daughter, stay out of my town, or you're gonna pay.
Sir, I'm gonna ask you to kindly tell me who you are and what's going on.
He says, what do you mean? You know exactly who I am. I'm Morana's husband.
Oof.
Or not husband, dad.
Oh, okay.
Dad.
I was
Good
like,
God,
I'm
no.
sorry, what?
Big difference. Big
Okay.
difference.
Oh, yeah, it's huge, yeah.
That might mean something to me if I knew who Morana was.
You mean you don't recognize your own wife?
Oh, no.
Oh,
I
boy.
knew trash was trash, but my lord.
Well, that's neat. So I'm gonna level with you here. I don't remember anything prior to about how much time has passed
I think it's been like a couple days.
in campaign.
No, for you to be away, it's probably been a year or two at least since you lost your memory.
Okay. So I can remember like the last year, and that's what we're gonna call it.
He is just not buying it. He's like, you're supposed to tell me that you don't remember breaking my daughter's heart after you lost her son to those nightmares?
So, like, okay. I'll send you a private message, Josh, to see if, like, you're cool with me doing it.
Okay.
God, if Walker has like a secret kid he doesn't remember, this is about to become like an episode of Fantasy Mori.
You are the father.
Just FYI, this is
Facebook. Sorry. I sent
You're
my
good,
Facebook
dude.
on My Discord.
this has absolutely been my favorite episode, like just session of Avernus so far.
Isaac, I don't think that's very in character.
Well, I mean, I know something's up.
But wouldn't
Well,
you
no,
doing that reset your memory again?
Yeah, you're probably right. That's fair.
If I may, good sir, Tygold, he'll gesture for Bebop to bring him a bit closer to the goings-ons over there.
Yeah, Bebop will walk a little bit over.
If I may, good sir, it occurs to me this fellow is most certainly fallen under some sort of curse or affliction. The man doesn't even know good music when he hears it, much less whose heart he's broken, clearly. If you wouldn't mind perhaps giving him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to his forgetfulness, and perhaps if you remind him exactly of what it was he's said to have done, that
Okay.
might jog his memory.
I also know what I can do to kind of prove it. Because right now, the soul that I'm attuned to is Sinros, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and because of that, I have, like, the proficiency I have equipped because of that token, the past life is history. So I am going to just start rattling off all the various historical knowledge of this life that doesn't exist even on the same plane. Like, I'm just going to start rattling stuff off, and like, this is a memory. These are my memories that are not my memories.
Brandon, give me a persuasion roll at advantage.
You got it.
Oh, and I'm going to start talking about my detective agency and Yaki-chan and
So the guy looks at Tide, and then looks back at Walker and goes, "Well, shit. What happened that you wouldn't remember that? You better sit down so I can start explaining, but don't think just a little memory loss is gonna get you out of the doghouse."
well, I guess any gaps would be better than what I have. Good or bad.
And so he sits you down and over a drink explains how you were once married to Marana. That you were married very early on in your lives, roughly in right out of your teen years, and that you very quickly sired a son. But about a year and a half ago, there was an attack of some kind of smoke nightmare monster, and your son was one of the people captured and taken away. Morana never got over it, and at one point you just disappeared. And so she's been living alone by herself. She was married, so she can't remarry. She's been she's essentially disgraced by the town, and the only reason that they haven't seen her off or sent her to do something else somewhere else is because she is basically the sweetheart of the whole town. This is the kid that grew up, running around the streets and helping all the nice old ladies cross town to do chores, and so everybody was crushed when it happened, and you leaving didn't make it any easier.
And
Okay, Tyke
just
begins
kinda-
to shed some tears at this.
and just kind of making sure you're kind of on the same page with me as far as how I envisioned it. My kind of thoughts on Walker is as he fills in like memories, like it replays. Like so, as he's telling me the story, I can actually see the memory.
Yeah, I imagine you're getting like black and white like still frames or like sepia still frames of like things happening, like her crying in front of a headstone, and then like him packing up in the middle of the night, and then like a memory, maybe it's Morana's that was like, you know, kind of transmitted through your connection that of her like crying by herself in your home.
Bebop puts
No.
his hand on your shoulder and says, I think you need to go talk to someone.
Her dad looks at you and goes, "Oh no, that's a horrible idea. She does not want to have anything to do with you. Trust me."
I ran into her. That was the young lady that I air quote frightened off. So she clearly wants nothing to do with me.
And like, you know, not to be an air of levity over here, and Kaja says this from the banister up top, where she was totally planning on like elbow dropping the big guy whenever he was still a threat. It's like, not to be like a point of levity, but I mean, like, you know, like, she's cute, man. Like, good job.
He says, "Son, I don't know what you can do to fix this at this point, but if there's any hope that y'all can make it work, then more power to you. I just don't know. I don't think you seeing her right now is the best idea."
So you said that their son was kidnapped, that people were taken where and by what sort of monster was this?
We're not sure. It was night, so it was dark, and a weird smoke swept through the town, and there was a sound of a horse, maybe? I'm not quite sure, but the kid rushed out into the street to see what was going on, and by the time one of you got to the door, he'd already disappeared.
Well,
But then this...
well, hey, look, we're going to a place with a whole bunch of like book nerds, right? So maybe one of them might know something about this. Point us in the right direction. Maybe we can go grab the kid.
And if he disappeared, it sounded like he went to go look for him at some point, didn't he?
I think the only way to make this right is we have to find my son, or at least his whereabouts, or what happened. Even just to give her that peace of mind, regardless of whether she takes me back, or even if I have enough memory to make it work at that point. A mother at least deserves to know what happened to her son.
Yeah, man, you got it. Yeah, we're gonna help you. And if we can beat the crap out of the big scary horse thing.
And sir, speaking to her father, I would appreciate if you kept this discreet. I would not want to cause her any more grief than I already have.
He kind of sighs and goes, "Of course, son. I always did like you. You seemed like an upstanding guy until the whole leaving thing, but
I hope that these are all connected, and me leaving was not of my own choice."
I guess that answer might be out there for you, but you'll have to find it on your own.
And thank you for suffering through this tale one more time.
He said, "Of course, anything for my girl." And then he stands up and he leaves.
So not only are you a dad, but you're a divorced dad.
Yeah, this bar gets better and better.
Yeah, why don't we get you out of here, buddy? I kind of like, you know, look, it's a total win for me, but like I totally get why you wouldn't want to be here. So yeah, you know, Fallister's over there, and he can meet our new little buddy. All that fun stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It's gonna
So
look
do y'all
up.
want to head back now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's gonna look
So,
up, buddy.
as
We'll
you
figure it
entered-
out. Sorry.
Yeah. So as you enter Pallister's house, you see some horses hitched up outside. And as you enter, there's a pile of goods on the ground, and Fausto looks like he's just kind of busying around while Ray is sitting, sipping some tea. And he goes, "Oh, good, you're back. I'm sorry, we haven't met. Who are you?" And he looks at Tig.
Oh, good evening, sir. Tig the Trueborn. Pleased to meet you.
Okay. Would anybody care to explain why there's a goat man in my house?
Now, he says he's a satyr, and he's real cool, he plays good music, and he's gonna help us beat the crap out of the devils.
Yeah, we made a friend. We brought him.
I got outvoted.
Fausto just kind of goes, "All right, I guess I will have to acquire another horse in the morning. That should be easy enough."
I got plenty of money, but I got you.
He goes, "Well, it shouldn't be a problem. We can get one on the way out the gate. Is everybody prepared for tomorrow?"
Let me check my
As
HP.
prepared as I am for every other day.
Let me look here. I have 2 potions of healing, so I mean...
Well, this is going to come as a long rest, so...
I'm just saying, like... If I would want to get anything else, but I mean, yeah. Conch is good.
Mm-hmm.
I got 20 days of rations, and I'm the only person in the party who has to... Well, Tig has to eat, I guess.
Yeah, so Fausto goes, "Then let us all get to bed so that we can all get some rest. I have some roll-out mats for you that should afford you for the night."
Here's the fun thing about us.
Only
Half
some of us
sleep,
sleep.
and the other half do not. So I'm gonna go sit in this corner and stare blankly for 4 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you can pretend. And he walks into his room and shuts the door.
I love how much of a fucking downer Walker is all of a sudden. This is awesome. Oh,
I
man.
mean, would you be really thrilled to bits at this moment?
No. Have fun with that child support, buddy. Sorry.
Don't need to pay child support if there's not a child.
Oh, God.
This is
Emily.
getting worse and worse.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Jesus. Oh, man. That one
There's our-
hurt.
There's our episode title.
Oh, my God. You don't need to pay child support. That's
Can
too...
you tell that I am both childless and do not particularly want a child?
Oh, man. God. I felt bad enough
So
for bringing up
everybody
child
wakes
support.
up when feeling refreshed.
I can't...
Guys,
I can't... I...
Guess,
I'm so sorry.
here's
Fourth
what I'm gonna
trimester
do.
abortion, bud.
Oh, my God. Emily!
Guess what? Isaac, gets to roleplay. I get to roleplay a divorced father.
Oh, my God.
Well, technically you're not divorced because it's like in the olden times you would have had to be there to do it because you can't get an annulment or a divorce without you. I mean,
You're just separated.
Okay, yeah.
Buddy, I love you so
Separated, yeah,
much.
I
I hope you know
And
I
not
love
I can
you.
relate to this
on the
I don't know if I
curable
can relate to
term.
this character anymore. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're cool, Josh. I'm not pissed. You're good.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, man, what's a good story? Because he was like, yeah, I don't have memories, so I kind of want things to come back as flashbacks. I was like, all right, well, let's give Walker a story, and then we'll also let him experience the story of other people through leveling up. So I was like, so this is my part.
No, I'm on it. Like this is cool. Like I'm being a bit of an ass, but at the same time, I'm for it. You're good.
I thought about just straight up going to Desiree's Facebook page and pulling a picture of her.
Oh my God. Oh, that would have hurt. No.
Not a good one.
No.
Damn.
I'm very glad you didn't do that. I love.
Okay, let's make D&D 2 real and make everybody feel bad about their personal lives. Next
No.
up is how we should all be working out more than we currently are.
Hey,
I was
shut up.
literally looking at my arms a few minutes ago going, damn, I need to get back in the gym.
Oh
I
man.
mean, like, we're in the middle of fucking COVID. How you gonna get back in the gym?
Oh man.
That's
in the face,
dangerous.
man.
I love the art you got for her. Actually, by the way, like big fan. It's cute as shit. But
Oh yeah.
I just went to Google and typed in Commoner 5e and this was one of the first arts that came up. I was like, I like that one.
Well, it's lovely.
Anyway, so we got a little bit more. I think we can probably get through.
We still have like
You get
30 minutes to an hour, unless anyone is hankering for time.
Yeah, it's just Brandon I'm worried about because he's an hour ahead of us. I'm sorry, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you a secret about Brandon. Go ahead, dude.
Go ahead.
No, I'll tell you a secret about Brandon. I've been a horrible influence on this man. He used to go to bed at like reasonable ass times, and then he didn't because we play video games until 2 in the morning.
Well, y'all know what I did
Tyler
last
has
night until
broken
4 a.m.
that.
So
Yeah.
Played
Fucking
fucking
chess.
fifth dimensional chess. What the
Fucking nerd.
fuck?
Goddamn nerd.
it broke my brain, dude. I still can't figure out how I lost.
You know, it'd be more amazing if you couldn't figure out how you won either. So
Well, I was very close to winning and couldn't figure out why I wasn't winning, and then I lost.
is that game even fun anymore if you don't know why you're winning or losing? It's like, hey Emily, let's go play a sport. What's the sport? You'll figure it out. What?
You
Why?
mean like anytime on like 90s computers where you had like 3 games and you randomly opened up backgammon and you like somehow made a move and you're wondering,
Huh.
Yeah,
"Who rolled the
basically.
backgammon?"
Yeah,
Basically. All right.
that's how I learned how to play blackjack. I knew none of the rules, but I just knew at one of the numbers it decided that I lost, and then you went from there.
Blackjack is easy, dog. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's weird if you don't know what's happening. What's hit? What's stay? What?
Anyway.
Double down.
All right.
Sounds
So we
like some
can.
sort of domestic dispute game.
If you'll give me 30 minutes to an hour, we can probably get to the next full chapter. And
Sounds
do like
good.
a talk up for set up for next week.
Okay. Does that
It's
mean
not even a speed run. I think we just have the time to do things.
right? Does that mean we bump up to level 5 or?
You'll get level 5 at the end of this.
Okay, because I know you said
At the end of tonight.
Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to find like a larger size of that art, but it's like impossible. Like, oddly difficult.
It doesn't exist.
Well, that's just it. I search on Tineye, which is like or Tineye or however you pronounce that website's name, and like it went through 42.3 billion images and didn't find it, which is crazy.
Okay, so as you set out in the morning, you pick up an extra horse and get on your way, and you end up midday. Like I said, it takes a couple days to get to Candlekeep, and on the way, Fallister explains exactly what Candlekeep is. He tells you it's a giant city completely devoted to the gift of knowledge. It is a place full of scholars. It's a giant library, the largest collection of information in the world. And to get in, you need a book or to bring some kind of knowledge to them that they don't have, some kind of written knowledge. And so he looks at you and says, "Don't worry, I have payment already, and since I've been working with them, they know me and will allow us in." So the 2 days pass without incident. You make it all the way to Candlekeep. Let's see here if I can. Shift Z, you said?
Yeah, if you click
No?
on it in the DM layer, and Shift Z, it'll show the picture.
Oh,
of
I
it.
have to. So
Yep.
I have to somehow get this image to the DM layer. Tell you what, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you just like drag it and drop it onto the DM layer, I think.
No, what I'm gonna do is put it in the Discord.
Ah, that works too.
Campaign discussion. There's a lot of things that aren't campaign discussion in here.
Yeah, why do we have the Byleth thing? That's whatever.
That was me, so I'll own up to that one. Oh, did it not save? What?
The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do!
Hey. Let's see here, downloads. Show in folder. Oh, there it is. Drop that there. Upload this. Alright, so that's Candlekeep. And as you approach it...
I was gonna say, it's also not a super huge... I just... Candlekeep is super near and dear to my heart because that's where the Baldur's Gate games start. It's...
Yeah.
Unless it, like, grew over the last couple, like, 100 years, I guess. But it's mostly, like... Most of it is the library. The people who live there are incidental.
Yes. The people who live there are all scholars, monks, people of knowledge that are looking for like deeper understanding of the world. It's not full of, Poindexters or anything like that. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now, by the way, because you don't need to see anything I'm doing.
I love this art for it, though.
What was that tab you had open called? Tentacle something?
Downloads?
Are you winning, son?
It's like that one time a college professor opened his laptop and it said like busty college girls, and I'm like, drop the class, drop the class, drop the class.
So you enter Candlekeep after presenting the book that they brought back. You notice that the book is something about demonology and like the study of demons, and that it probably came from the Van Thamper collection, which means that it was that your friend palmed it at some point.
Hell yeah, love this dude.
So as you enter Candlekeep, you're greeted by many hosts. Lots of scholars and everybody are coming up to you, asking if you need anything, would you like anything, and Philaster is shooing them away, telling them, we have a meeting to meet. We have to go. So let's see here. Pull up this other image as well. So he says, yes, let me go speak to my boss, and I will bring you right to her. I'm gonna just copy the image and see if that works since I'm saving it now. Yep. And so he brings you to the person that he has been working for this entire time. It is a seemingly young tiefling woman who, as you enter, is thumbing through pages with quite the ferocity, doing lots of research and a bunch of other things. And you can see things like magically flying off the shelves, things sorting themselves in corners, their textbooks flying open, flipping through very quickly, shutting themselves and putting them back. And she says, "Oh, you're right on time. I'd like to introduce myself to the brave warriors who brought me my wonderful gift." And she goes, "The cube, if you will."
That's Walker.
You have it. Oh, I have it. Okay. I pull it out. Yeah. Here you go.
She
So
says,
it's a little tough. Couldn't quite figure it out. But...
Yeah, she like snatches it out of your hand and starts messing with it, and like is tinkering with it. And she goes, "Oh wow, this is very interesting. I see, devil designer. Oh, I'm horribly sorry. My name's Silvira. I'm the head researcher on demonology and devilry in Candlekeep, and I've been researching the happenstance of Elturel lately, and I believe this cube is going to give us some answers." And you see as she messes with it, she sets it down on the table and starts weaving spells over it, and all of a sudden the box top slits open and unravels so that the box is laying flat open, and a piece of parchment falls out. And then all of a sudden the box deanimates and falls to the table lifeless. And she goes, "Oh, it's a good thing you didn't mess with that. Nasty little curse on that one. Those devils do know their tricks." And she walks over to the piece of paper, she unrolls it, and she goes, "Ah, yes, here it is. I, Fabius Krieg, swear to follow the one true ruler of Avernus yes, it's all detailed out here." And she kind of rolls it back up, and she goes, "Wow, that was very helpful. Thank you."
Well, like, backpedal a little bit. The ruler Avernus, who is that? Like the Zariel lady they keep talking about?
It's not exactly named. We believe that the ruler of Avernus used to be Tiamat, but from what we understand, there appears to be somebody new. Nobody's heard of Zariel in a very long time, or heard from her even. Not even the gates up above where she comes from, but I mean, as a fallen angel, I guess there is a chance that she is tied up in this.
Oh crap! Do you say
So
Tiamat?
So hypothetically,
Yes, Avernus would be the home of Tiamat. Is that an issue?
so hypothetically, if Tiamat didn't like somebody, just hypothetically, which I couldn't see that, she seems lovely.
Oh, then you definitely wouldn't want to tie up with Tiamat. She is very mean, and going up against her in her home plane, that sounds like a real recipe for disaster. If you're being honest, if I'm being honest.
No, nobody would do that, I'm sure. Yeah, but hypothetically, if somebody had taken, say, some of her horde, just completely hypothetical, what would you say their odds are?
Well, if they got away from her guards and her henchmen and all of her assassins and
Right.
managed to not piss her off face to face, they'd have to be fairly strong, probably somewhere on the tougher end of the scale.
On a scale of 1 to 20.
1 to 20, quite strong, I would think. You are talking about an archdevil here. Mother of dragons and all. I don't think you stand a very good chance on those odds.
Now, this is just hypotheticals, lady.
Yeah. No,
She says,
really.
yes, hypotheticals. I'm sure.
Hey,
She goes, anyway, we have much more work to do. And as she sees Kaja, and she sees a shield on your back, she goes, where in the world did you get that? That is fascinating. And they swing around you and start tapping on it and looking at it and, like, picking it up and, like, kind of lifting you off the ground while she looks at it.
Kaja's cool. She's like, yeah, I actually kind of wanted to ask you about this. It says it's an angel, but I don't really buy it. But I also don't really know too much about all those things. I'm kind of a Tempest girl, you know what I mean? So I don't really have a horse in the race.
No. This is a prison for holding demons. Are you kidding
Knew
me?
it. Called it.
For angels, never hold an angel. In fact, it's probably by angelic design. Oh, you know what? It should be able to speak to us. Hello, Mr. Demon. And he goes, how dare you blow my cover, you simpleton fool.
Hey, don't call me nothing. I wasn't protecting
nothing. Not much you're going to do from there,
All right, now, buddy. Now, you don't, I'm the boss here. You're the shield. I'm the boss. That's how this relationship works, okay? And you tell the nice lady everything about you.
She says, yes, come on out with it. And he goes, I have no information for you. Just know that if Gargoth ever gets loose from this cage, you shall suffer.
His name is totally, he calls himself the Hidden Lord, but Gargoth sounds a lot cooler. I'm gonna call you Garg. I think that's gonna work.
Garg Brooks.
And she goes, well, to be honest, he's just bluffing. There's no way he's getting out of this. I mean, have you seen this? I couldn't break the magical balance on this, and I shan't know a demon or devil that could. And you hear him roar up, and he goes, no, the one who placed me here will free me. I know it.
So are you
Little
telling?
one, I can still promise you power if you will take me to Avernus with you.
So you telling me it's safe to wield them around then, right?
She goes, safe, not safe. It's a big world out there. I mean, are your odds of getting hurt going up? Probably not. Are your odds of getting hurt going down? Probably not. I would ask that you leave it here just for me to study. I mean, something this powerful and this kind of make it. It'd be interesting to see if I could harness this kind of power on my own.
Yeah, he wants me to bring him to Avernus, and it keeps on looking more and more like we might do that. Uh, you know, I don't think you'd want to come to Avernus with us. So I don't know. I mean,
What's this about going to Avernus?
yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it's like leading up to, right? I mean, like El Terrell fell down into Avernus, and we got to go and grab it, right?
Alastair does look at you and goes, it does seem that if we were to deal with this, it would have to be from the inside. And Silvera goes, oh, yes, you're actually right about that. I've seen that apparently the way that they've dragged Elturel down, it seems that there's some kind of force holding it within Avernus itself. Now, I can't access that force from where we are, but if, say, a team of people went in and were able to disrupt that power or even destroy it, then I believe the city would just naturally return on its own. You know how polarities work between the planes and material outside the plane that's not supposed to be there. It just naturally repels itself and goes into this long speech about the outer planes and like the metaphysical parts of it and how, all this stuff.
And while
Tig
she's
is going to nod viciously like he's keenly aware of all this. Yes, of course,
And-
extra planar travel and da-da-da-da.
She goes, yeah, you know, and then you know about Brockum's law of relativity and how it forces material within the planes to act within a certain nature, and it's really quite interesting. And it, like, continues.
Oh, of course I know,
to-
yes. We call it something different in the Feywild, but you know, it's blah blah blah. The law.
I actually do know these things. But, like, I don't know them. The voice in my head knows them.
A trusty thing indeed.
hey, we're voicing the head buddies.
She says, voice in the head. This is a very interesting party. We have an automaton. We have a gentleman from another plane. What seems to be a wild magic goblin. Which,
You can pick up
you
on the
don't
magic
see
thing?
many of those. And
How
then-
do you pick up on the magic
Yes,
thing? I'm not
with
even
the
doing any of the
interesting-
magic.
She says, honey, I'm an archmage at the city of Candlekeep. I know lots of things about magic that you don't know.
Yeah, it's fair.
She goes,
No,
and you
but,
seem
like-
to have some odd aura around you. Like there's
But what?
more than
but, like-
one person.
Yeah, like, I
Hidden above
understand
your head.
completely what you're talking about, but, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And she says, well, yeah, it will become more obvious later on. I wouldn't want to spoil all of life's mysteries for you. I mean, you worked for a couple hundred years in the same department, and a little shaking it up feels nice every once in a while.
So you want the shield then? Because if there's like a big bad demon in here, and he keeps on making me promises and stuff. I mean, this thing could keep me real safe down in Avernus if we go there, but I don't know. And Kaja will look back at the rest of the team, and she'll be like, you think I should bring it? Because I gotta tell you,
Little one.
if he like keeps on telling me about like there's lots of cool shit he can do, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kind of a sucker for like hitting
And
things hard.
Kaja, before anybody can answer, you feel time slow down. And in your head, in the span of a few seconds, or like a blink of an eye, you hear him go, little one, have you ever walked the 9 hells?
No, but I'm about to, and I'm about to kick all kinds of ass down there.
Then you would know that space does not work quite the same there as it does here. Things are more subtle. They tend to change rapidly, just like the power between the two warring factions. I can guide you through that. All you have to do is carry me along. No promise of removal, no promise of freedom. Just simply bring me with you.
Yeah, but I don't really see what you're getting out of that, and all I really knows about devils and demons at this point is that they like to get things.
What I get is of little consequence.
I think it's of a lot of consequence, actually.
I promise you that no harm shall come from my hand to you or your allies. And that is something that I am willing to sign in blood. And in your head, you kind of, all of a sudden, everything goes black. And you see like a droplet hit an invisible plane, and suddenly there's a piece of paper in front of you. And on it is written a contract in very, very clear language. And even though you can't read, you have the very distinct feeling that you know exactly what this says. And hanging next to it is a quill. And he says, "This contract is my word. You take me with you. You may use my powers, however you see fit. I shall guide you and help you along your journey as best as I can. And all you need do is carry me with you."
Okay, you mean like physically carry, like no kind of weird, like, possession kind of deal?
You feel the shield roll its eyes, and it goes, "Of course, I have no ability to interact within the minds or the bodies of those in the outside of world, outside of this shell."
Tyler clearly knows this is a mistake, but, like, in the interest of the story being interesting, Kaja will lift the quill and... She doesn't know how to spell or read, so...
Yeah, he goes, "You need
Scribble.
not spell your name. Simply prick your finger and smear your blood."
She pricks
Wanna
her...
make your mark.
She pricks her finger, and she draws a raccoon. A raccoon face.
And with that-
puts it on there, and it somehow still misspells its name.
Yeah, and with that, the scroll seals shut rapidly. It snaps shut in front of you, the pen disappears, and you're sucked back out into the world. And so now, if you leave the shield in Baldur's Gate Sword Coast, you will take 2 levels of exhaustion every single day that you do not have it in your possession.
Oh crap. Okay, cool. Hey, I just signed a paper with the shield. It really wants to come, and yeah, if I don't take it, it'll be bad, I think.
Sylvia goes, "Are you sure that was a good idea? You did just sign a contract with a demon. They don't tend to work out in your favor."
Yeah, but I figure, you know, kind of need all the advantages we can get if we're gonna be like tromping through all the bad spots in, you know, Avernus or whatever. Yeah, I'll deal with it as I come to it. That's kind of how I've been operating this whole time.
Mike is gonna scratch his beard and say, "Well, it certainly makes for an interesting tale now, doesn't it?"
Well, I mean, he did promise, and he did, like, sign it in a big, magical, ooh, scary kind of deal, that he wasn't gonna hurt us, or he wasn't gonna hurt me, he wasn't gonna hurt none of the people that were traveling with me, as long as I just carry
I
him.
mean, makes sense, we're out, been backstabbed and betrayed by fiends, going to hunt fiends to find out, let's make a deal with a fiend. Yeah, okay.
Look, all I'm saying here is this thing's kind of badass, and if things are really as bad as everyone keeps on saying, then we're gonna need an ups, right? You know, what kind of warrior would I be if I didn't take my ups?
Worst come to worst, just let it have caution.
Yeah, just let it have me.
Yeah,
I can.
sure. Yeah, we can kill you.
Yeah. I totally get it. Like, I totally. If this is my bad, then it's my bad, and I totally get it.
Oh, that burn's going all the way down, dude. Yeah, and you just hear in your head,
I made a mistake. Oh well.
Sylvira looks at you and goes, "Well, it's your funeral, I guess, or his. I'm not sure. Anyway, about that. So if you're going to be my group that goes and saves Elturel for me, well then we'll have to get you into Avernus to get you to Elturel. Let me think. I know exactly the person to send you to. We'll send you out to Traxagor, and you see Philaster roll his eyes super hard, and he goes, "Oh no, not that bumbling mage." And she goes, "He's the only one who can open the portal. He is the only person who can use the spell that needs to get you there." And Philaster goes, "You would send us to a coward like that?" And she goes, "I don't see why I wouldn't." He goes, "My time on this world will be short. I'm sure of it."
Yeah.
She goes, "If everything is ready, you could go today."
I mean, we got a good nap in. I think we're ready.
She
Yeah,
goes,
you know.
She goes, "Great. I'll have my familiar draw up the paperwork, and I'll get you the griffins by by noon. Until then, go out. Search the city. See what information you can drag up. Enjoy your time in Candlekeep, as short as it is."
Huh.
So, real quick, Bebop and Walker, Philaster is going to stop you on the way out the door. And he is going to look at both of you and say, "I've talked to the armory here, and they're willing to part with some of their lesser magical items for you. I feel that going into a place as dangerous as Avernus, you'll need as much protection as you can get."
I'd appreciate this, yes.
I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, and so Philaster is going to take you to a vault and is going to offer you a +1 weapon of your choice.
Damn.
I didn't tell you this, Brandon, but I'm going to let you take a magic item. If you will run it by me before you do, you can either have a +1 weapon like they have, or a magic item. We'll say, like, uncommon level would probably be the most powerful you should go.
That sounds about right.
All right.
But I'll let you make that choice later, and if you'll just run it by me before you finalize it,
Yeah, sure thing.
so that I can make sure it doesn't just break the game. Okay, so about noon, you meet up with Sylvira, and she goes, "These griffins right here will take you all the way to Traxagor's tower. When you get there, tell them I sent you, and that you need a one-way ticket to Avernus."
You think they
One
do?
way, you say?
You think?
I'd like a round trip ticket, please.
Yeah,
She said, "Well, your trip back will be Elturel."
see. Huh. I guess that is the deal we signed on for, but I don't like that.
Oh, hey,
She goes,
hey, before we leave, you want to ask him about the horse thing?
Oh yeah. So I'm on a bit of a quest of my own that maybe you'll know, having the knowledge that you do in this city. So in the town of Little Kalasham, there was an occurrence that a child went missing along with others.
The Kalasham happening, I remember. About a year and a half ago, yes?
Yeah, supposedly. It's news to us. We were just looking into it and wondering if you could provide any information on that, as far as what the beings were, where they might be, what could have happened.
She says, "Well, I don't have time to check into every happening around the realm. I try to keep my ear to the ground, and obviously Philaster brings me stories of things, and this happening in his hometown, he did hear tales of it, that something came through, there was some smoke, and some kind of, maybe some clopping of some kind of hoofs. I mean, it could be several things, not several of them even coming from the Fey realms, and it gestures towards Tide. And she goes, but my guess would be something closer to a nightmare. Now, a nightmare couldn't have functioned at that level on its own. It would have had to have a rider, and finding the specific nightmare that caused it might be a bit of a problem in Avernus, but I'm sure with some ingenuity you might be able to track it down.
Well, I guess our quests align, so
Hey,
seems
there you
that
go.
we are on the right track.
She says, of course, I would love to be of any help. I don't know what connection you would have to that, but your quest is your own.
Myself, yeah.
And with that, she puts you on the griffins, and she says, off, away with you. I don't have time for this. I have to get back to studying. Go look at that contract one more time. Now that was an interesting box, and she kind of like walks off down the hallway. And so these griffins fly you out over the water, which let's see here. You can actually see in that picture of Candlekeep behind it. I don't have a map of any of this, of course, because why would they give me a map of important places that you go to?
Be far too helpful.
Yeah. So they fly you out the Traxagor's tower. Now, all you know of Traxagor is that he's a wizard of some renown when it comes to planar spells. He can send people and things between planes. It's kind of like his big thing. He travels a lot. So when you get there, you walk into a tower from the top where the griffins land, and you actually walk down into the tower into a super, super messy room. And in fact, in the first level that you hit, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself in common, mentioning something about a tuning fork.
No way.
Suddenly it takes a notice of you and stands upright. Wake up! Our guests have arrived! At the sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table strewn with alchemical equipment. The elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and lets out a pleasing trumpet sound.
This elephant has both fur and feathers. What is up?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, we have guests! Oh my gosh, I love guests! You see the otter go, now calm down there, Lulu. Don't startle the guests. They just got here.
This is the best day of my life.
This otter wiggles across the room and skitters up to you and up onto a table covered in books and kind of stops and has to catch his balance as it slips, and he goes, hi, hello, I am Traxagor the Great. I am the person who shall take you to Avernus. Why you would want to go there, I don't know, but I'll take you.
So,
You know,
am I to understand that this is an otter in a wizard's robe?
He goes, excuse you?
No, that was out of
I
character.
am more than just an otter, sir.
That was an out of character.
He's an otter.
Is he wearing a little wizard hat?
Yes, he is now.
Yes! Oh, I love to send it to Avernus. This is awesome.
yeah, Tyler likes wizard hats. Those are his jam.
I imagine he's dressed a lot like the guy from The Sword and the Stone. He's dressed like Merlin.
I just love that it's an otter, man. Like, this is
But
the
he's
best.
an otter. Yeah. He says, I see you have noticed my interesting body. Well, when you become as vaunted a wizard as me, you can pretty much choose any form that you want. I appreciate the form of an otter, so that is the form I chose to take.
This guy's a fucking furry!
A lot of us have very interesting bodies, so you don't need to laugh at him.
Lulu is buzzing around the top of the room like as fast as she can in circles, going, oh my god, we're going on a trip! We're going on a trip! He's like, Lulu, would you shut up and find the tuning fork?
Is Lulu also a human transformed into a weird shape, or is Lulu just genuinely a weird fucking elephant?
Would you like to ask
I'm
that
not
in
gonna-
character and find
Not
out?
gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Walker's checked out. He literally just sits down and goes into sleep trance.
Lulu flies up and she's fluttering there and she goes, I am so excited you're here. I've been told that we're going on a trip and I'm supposed to go with you and help you try to get places. Apparently I know things, but I don't know that I know things. I apparently forgot some stuff that I was supposed to remember. I don't know, it's weird. It's
Got a friend like that.
yeah.
Tyler's taken paper out of a scroll case and he's just frantically writing about everything he's fucking seeing here.
When Bebop points out Walker has memory loss, she's gonna be, oh, you can't remember things either. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be best friends. Maybe if we remember this tomorrow.
I literally before Bebop said that I sat down and went into my trance, so I have no idea. I intentionally zoned out. So
Yeah, she's buzzing around in your head like, hello, 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 hello. Hey, best friend, how's it going? How's it going, best friend? Oh my gosh, we are gonna be so good friends. I love you already. You seem great. Why are you sitting like that? What are you doing? What, can I do that too? And then she like sits on the ground and crosses her little elephant foots and she goes, oh no, can't do it. I can't pay attention long enough. Yeah.
This
Takes off
elephant
around.
like a dog? Like, what is this elephant?
And
I'm gonna ask the
Traxigor.
otter guy this time.
Traxigor just kind of puts his head in his hands and goes, Lulu is a hollyphont. It's a form of celestial being that very, very rare, actually. She came to me with no memory of anything, just saying something about Zariel and Avernus. I'm not quite sure, but we think she's tied to this. Anyway, you'll be taking her with you.
You're unloading her on us.
Unloading? No, this isn't because I'm tired of her. Because she knows things, maybe. You gotta help her get her memory back, right?
Okay.
She's like, I'm just so excited to make new friends.
All right, but like, just keep in mind, we already got ourselves a cute little animal mascot. All right.
She says, hey, do you want to ride on my back? You seem small enough to ride on my back.
I'm good. I like walking.
She says, are you sure we can fly all over the place? It'd be so exciting.
Yeah, I don't know how Crash would feel about me, like, being friends with another, like, animal companion. It's kind of a thing, right?
You have a friend named Crash? That's so cute. I want to meet Crash. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Kaja casts Find Familiar and brings her raccoon familiar Crash into being. Crash being Crash is a Fey spirit, so I don't know if that's relevant to Tig, but yes.
I imagine that Lulu floats down next to Crash and she goes, oh my cute, we're gonna be best friends. And Crash rears up on his hind legs and hisses at her and then scurries away into a pile of trash.
Absolutely.
And she like dives in after him. You can see like the wave of them running around the place.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be alright.
Traxigor just sighs and kind of pinches his nose and looks like he has a very bad migraine. He goes, anyway, when Sylvia contacted me and told me that you were coming, I was very unprepared, as you can tell. I still need one more part of the alchemical spell for the planar shift. I'm looking for a tuning fork. Do you think that y'all would be able to help me find it?
What else we gonna do?
I would say that Bebop can maybe make one, but if Bebop makes a tuna fork, then all our gold goes everywhere.
He says,
No,
yes.
no, that would be a different thing.
We wouldn't want that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go start looking. I'm gonna start looking around the room.
Yeah, Kaja will go
Yeah,
as well.
give me investigation once. Investigation checks.
16.
7.
Okay. So, searching around the room, Bebop finds it within like a few minutes or something. just sitting on the ground, kind of under a book. You pick it up and fold it and set it to the side. And
Art imitates real life. This is me and Tyler's every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Ellie,
Yeah.
where's my phone? Where's my wallet? Do you remember where that one thing is? Tyler, just look harder.
I don't.
Just look harder.
I'm bad at it.
yeah, so you pick it up, and Traxigor goes, "Ah, yes, that's it. Well, if everybody's ready, we can go down to the circle and go ahead and get this in."
Yeah, let's get this bird in the air, or whatever they say.
Walker peeks up at this point, and all right, finally.
Lulu says, "Oh boy, it's time to go." So you proceed down to the next level, where you walk in and there's a giant ring in the middle of the floor, and it's actually two rings, one inside of the other, with a bunch of patterns and scrolls written on the inside. And he goes, "Yes, this is exactly what we need for the circle," and places it down in a circle, aligned with some other items. He says, "Now everybody stand in the circle and hold hands as best as possible. We all need to be touching each other." And this is the part where Fallister looks at you and goes, "Well, I think my time would be better served here, working with Silvira to get you more information. If something comes up, then I'll find a way to contact you from this side so that we can pass on information."
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Ray, are you coming?
Rhea looks at you and goes, "Regardless of what our leaders have done, my people still need me. I will go to El Terrell, but no further."
All right, hop on in, Toots.
Traxigor goes, "Go wherever you want, I don't care."
Fucking love this dude so goddamn much.
And so Philaster takes a step back, and everybody joins hands, with Traxigor standing on like a little table to hold himself up. And Lulu has somebody hold her by the trunk and the other person hold her by the tail. So she's like swinging in between, and she's like, "Yeah, it's so much fun."
Oh my god.
I'll grab her by the tail.
And with that, Traxigor speaks some magic words, and everybody goes. You feel a sudden pressure press around you, and then very, very quickly, almost like a seal breaking, pop and release. And as you all open your eyes, you find yourself holding hands in what can only be described as a hellscape. In front of you, there's you stand up on a plateau overlooking a raging river, and on either side of the river are two armies. These two armies are poised for battle and seem to want to go at each other's throat at any time. On closer
The gang goes to hell.
On closer inspection, you can tell one side is full of devils, while the other side is nothing but demons. Out of the waters, you can see creatures crawling and giving birth, and up above you is a city hanging in the sky, suspended by chains, and over it, a black sun. Suddenly, time seems to stand still, and you hear in your head, "Sorry, Sonnies, this isn't my fight. I'm out of here." And when you come back, you realize that Traxigor seems to be missing. You're here alone.
You know, for some reason, I kind of called that one.
Told you he was gonna abandon us with Lulu.
Is Lulu gone?
No, Lulu's still there. She says,
Damn it.
"We're gonna have such a great adventure, guys."
Oh, man. Crap. Well,
And with that,
Well,
I
shit.
think we're gonna call it here.
all right.
Welcome to Avernus, guys.
Yay! It only took us like half a year.
That's the whole module.
Now,
Yeah,
do
no,
you
look.
remember me saying when we started this that y'all were gonna meet my favorite character?
I love.
It's Lulu. It's Lulu. I love Lulu.
God.
Well, we just won.
Yeah, we
the
descended
module's
into
called
Avernus.
Descent into Avernus. We
Yeah.
descended into
Descended.
Avernus.
Yep.
All right.
Good job, Min.
Congratulations, you finished chapter 1 of 5.
Yeah, like I was.
Whoa.
Emily was talking to me. She
That's
was
a really
like,
misleading.
Emily was talking to me earlier before we were playing, and she was like, "Hey, so like we're getting pretty close to the end of Avernus, right?" And I'm like, "Oh no, we're not
We're
actually."
at least halfway done, because, like,
Well-
I feel like we've done so fucking much.
No, it's just because it's taken a while for us to get this far. This has been session 6.
Yeah,
Or 7. This is session 7.
and I'll be real with you, it's so long. The intro is so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like even chapter 2 is a little long too, but even that is like half the length of what we just did. And then we go into chapter 3, which is like almost all action. Chapter 4 is literally all action, and then chapter 5 is like the wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm ready for Mad Max in Hell. Fuck yeah.
yeah, dude, it's about to get crazy. We got to get to Elturel first, but I'll tell you right now, Lulu is not useless. So if you're worried about having to worry about another random NPC, don't be. She's more than strong enough to keep up with on her own, and she is kind of plot important, unfortunately.
Are you kidding me? This is great. She's hilarious.
I dig her. She's good.
You said she was you said that she was small, right? Like dog size, give or take.
Let's see here. What size is Lulu? I think she's a regular
Perfect
size.
shape and size.
I still foresee her ending up on a spit.
I mean, if we do bad enough, or we try really hard to do that,
Oh,
then
by
that
the
will
way, you
happen.
guys are level 5 now.
Yay, level 5.
Hey. I got to level 5 doing like a thing. I love it.
You know, good role playing
But
experience.
I'm glad I'm here now. I'm glad I'm in it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you, buddy. This is gonna be great.
Welcome. Are we still on the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great content.
Yeah, I probably should have hinted it a couple minutes ago. It's all right. Well, thank you, Josh, for DMing. That was an absolute blast. I had a great time.
Yes, thank you, Josh. And again, super glad to finally be in it.
Yeah. All right. And now I will click the end button.